You're now tuned in to DJ Toshi's Classic Storm Radio Show, where underground lives.
Now you are listening to DJ Toshi, Classic Storm Radio.
Yo, check it out, man. It's Spit Gems, Broken Home General, Low Life Assassin. We live, know what I mean? Live from Brooklyn with my man, DJ Toshi, Classic Storm Radio, man. Get with that.
Yo, this is FU, Broken Home, Low Lives. You listen to Classic Storm Radio, DJ Toshi. Coming through your neighborhood and exploding stuff. Sarajevo style. Queens, what up? Brooklyn, what up?
Eiffel, burn a flag in your grass. Spiteful, rifle expert. Rifle expert. Let off the Eiffel, burn a flag in your grass. Spiteful, rifle expert. Rifle expert. Let off the Eiffel, burn a flag in your grass. Spiteful, rifle expert.
Experts, stifle professors with insightful lectures. Write your best verse, smite your pigeon's chin when my leg bursts. My psycho network, low down in the righteous texture. The type to rock a sheepskin Sherlin while striking shepherds. Suicidal sweatshirt, 9-9, designer crest work. You 50 Tyson, bitch, I'm Tyson Beckford. Tyson Fury left hook, I am Mike Italian linen Gucci sandals. With the spec work, your idle flesh burn. I'd rather tat your chest like Bible excerpts. The micro-tech burst, pine out your neck squirt. You mind your neck twerk, you slide and stretch hers, fly out the blessed church. Left turn, dip into the night, Michael Knight type gestures.
Let off a rhyme that boggles any righteous mind. I'm more like Michael Jackson, Jordan, Tyson, or Myers. The 88 keys of life that I'm writing, piano maestro to Christ's disciples. I write the Bible, but really like the light, allowing night to shine through. Let off the rifle, foot on their necks, Gucci slides, give them an eyeful. You softer than diapers, I'm the shit. Wrote this whole verse on the side of a hospital, son, let out the psycho. Cletus Cassidy, spitting venom, head off the viper. Never a typo, do a line of white when I'm writing. Let out the whiteout, driving at light speed. Hit the turnpike, fly off the cycle. Land on my nights, fresh out of Rikers.
Shit you ever heard in your life, delivered by the UFO that could write. You know what time it is? Gets dark in my neighborhood. It's that Enigma Dolly shit. And yo, I'm like sleeve stamp, my flow is a schedule 1. Twist the weed plant, let the knowledge set in my lungs. What's good, playboy? I never heard your name in these slums. Carbon copies trying to clock me, learn the way of the one. Break your back for them raps, I'm collapsing your lung. Hand-to-hand combat, I'm trying to hear bone snap. Phone tap, I mean my line down by PS1. My bitch don't want it unless it's VS1. I got my eyes on the DB9, so buy my music when you hear me rhyme. Please don't waste my time, my cloth rare. It's the type of cloth you won't find and kill my kind. High alert or you can watch the body jerk. I don't combine with reptilian slime. I average 40. These MCs riding the pine. My little shorty cleaning his 40 for the 40th time. I hit the wax and I start to recline. Easy from the projects to the back strips. You know the smell once the lighter hit the glass dig. That's right, we working crack shifts. We working crack shifts. From the projects to the back strips. Tall babies flipping on the pissy mattress. You know the vibes. We working crack shifts. That's right, playboy. We working crack shifts. My niggas hopping out drops, knocking out cops. Cause I grew up in the rock, on the block without pops. You getting orders off the boat, flipping quarters of the smoke. The
This world is all wicked, hope my daughter's hella woke. Rap changed my lifestyle, I stack things and right now you a hater, I'm greater, don't have me back the pipes out. Or get boom blip, right up on 25th. Who this? Pull up the way you work or where your bitch live. Stay up in your place, throw that K up in your face. Crack shifts on the back strip, potato on the 8. You eating leftovers, still sleeping, swept over. Blessed soldiers drumming from the slums, now we check holders. Chop with this stick, you in the spot with 6 nicks. Big burner in my pocket till a profit gets split. Yo, let down my nigga, them niggas is on shit. Big burner in my pocket till the profit gets split. Yeah.
From the projects to the back strips, you know the smell once the lighter hit the glass dig. That's right, we working crack shifts. We working crack shifts. From the projects to the back strips, tall babies flipping on a pissy mattress. You know the vibes, we working crack shifts. That's right, playboy, we working crack shifts.
Set full of dope, street corner quotes, foot on your throat. Soul assassin with the magnum blast, the heavy smoke. Jake got the dogs, don't bring the blicker on the ferry boat. Gotta move slick, a nigga very low. 500 for every O. My essay got the crystal meth from Mexico. Cartel, how we move the music, you don't measure close. Fast dough, cash flow, get a quarter seizure off the shit. The nigga only hit half of the mixture. Niggas ass, see a bozo looking back in the mirror. All you saw was a flash and a flicker, blasting black picture. Darkness, somehow I evolved out of the hard shit. Now every time I talk in the song, it's God's gift. God, you fucking with me is a far pitch. School you niggas like W Fard in the Mars, reading God's text. Didn't have it all, the cash put me on a conquest. Hustled and I came up with a thought I won a contest. Cruising in a low chrome pistol in the armrest. Peons is no contest, how much you want bet? Nights I didn't have it, shit was eating me alive inside. Had to make a way, cause real shit, son, only I provide. Came up on 2 for 2 for eye. Only coincide with my A like you don't qualify. Nights I didn't have it, shit was eating me alive inside. Had to get the bag, cause real shit, son, only I provide. Came up on 2 for 2 for eye. Only coincide with my A like you don't qualify. Ain't no reward without the risk involved. How much are you willing to take? The question to ask before you get it on. The world fucked up, we got crooked cops and fentanyl. COVID is it real or is it fake? They tryna kill us all. Politician got a trick system, this shit is wicked, dog. Niggas in the can going nuts, they cut their visits off. Stressed out, even the kindergarten teacher sniffing soft. On the bench, bills scattered all over the kitchen floor. Didn't think this shit was gonna last long. Now where I'm at is body after body, cause everybody got a mask on. Unidentified, the eyes tell a long story though. So often friend, off the foe, only trust the soul. See the money or they lust control. Heaven's what you make it, hell's the bullshit you go through trying to touch your goal. The game sold, cop this, I be a two to scrap. Build your credit up, pursue the racks. A lot of these niggas act. Get your gun license, grab a Mac, hold down your fort with that. Nights I didn't have it, shit was eating me alive inside. Had to make a way, cause real shit, son, only I provide. Came up on 2 for 2 for eye. Only coincide with my A like you don't qualify. Nights I didn't have it, shit was eating me alive inside. Had to get the bag, cause real shit, son, only I provide. Came up on 2 for 2 for eye. Only coincide with my A like you don't qualify.
Yo, it's Rome Streets in the building on Classic Storm Radio with DJ Toshi and the guard Sunyez. We in the building, man. Rome Streets.
Yo, peace. This Supreme Cerebral, a.k.a. Bugsy Nino, Dark Unit GCM member. You listening to Classic Storm Radio. My man DJ Toshi, my man Sunyez. You know what it is. God body shit, yo. Pay attention.
Past 4 days, they found 3 people dead. 2 of them shot up in the head multiple times. In the same
Classic Storm Radio exclusive.
Spot where I
Classic Storm Radio exclusive.
Divine aura of the Elohim, supreme dart. You'll need an ER. Headshots through your Caesar. Bodies wash up at seashore when I squeeze off. Channel what degrees taught. Black heart, Sudanese God. I'm the offspring offspring of beings in distant dimensions, twisted intentions and different decisions when penning illicit visions. You're conditioned by religion and television is protocol. Shit, now look at all you homos lost. GMO, high fructose, became cutthroat. Letting drugs go, the plug knows I'll stop your blood flow. Let them overdose or come close. Never love hoes, let the slugs go from toast. With a snub nose, rap extravagance with foul intent. Now bow and kiss the rings. Vicious schemes, bitches submissive to a king. Enchanted Apollo spectators. Get your dead weight up, you'll never fade us. We the greatest.
Rhymes killing shit. Murder one. Rhymes killing shit.
Confucius thought patterns, cavern chambers where I gather the language of angels tainted with anguish from dangerous anger. We innovators, raiders of the lost. Flyers albatross, I'm a cosmonaut. Wally color applesauce, the onslaught. Holocaust-like became the boss type, no off nights. White got me dripped in off-white. That's ironic, gin and tonic for breakfast. I'm reckless, 3 kilo Cuban necklace. Majestic, my face is stressless. Sick as asbestos when the text spit out the Lexus on some next shit. I'd rather see the grave than never in my life see corrections. Investments in stocks and bonds, no more cops, bail bonds, no yard, jail guards, no war, just guards, a law zone in the physical. No miserable vibes, we realize we indivisible, tied together like knots. We rise out the invisible box. Took a shot in the neck, it's still pretty when I talk, motherfucker.
Rhymes killing shit. Murder one. 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 Rhymes killing shit. Murder one.
Trust me, man.
Killing shit.
We had a wonderful run, man. This is beautiful. The saga continues. Listen. Hey yo, the damage severe, but the garden is square. These moments is very precious, so you need to prepare. Do the mathematics far, cause the world is despair. Audacity's in the air, yo, why would they dare? I'm one of a kind, simple, I am not to compare. Over these instrumentals, the spirit is Ric Flair. Rapping is like wrestling to your fucking career. Tyson flow, Aguilar bars, bit off your ears. Real facts on the live, bro, you know what it is. We ain't watching Wizard of Oz, we watching the Wiz. Ain't no more OGs out here teaching the kids. Overdosing at 30, you ain't even getting to live. I can play stupid when you people try to argue me. Let my actions alone show you who the god of me. In a world with misery, how love's the company. Money over the jealousy, hoping you living comfortably. Receive all your blessings and get it in abundantly. Hold demons from the past, they still hunting me. I gave you everything I had, now what the fuck you want from me? These sacrifices I done made so you can trust in me. Yo, this game made me an animal. Rules to the shit, I wrote me a manual. Levels to the shit, it's a whole different magnitude. A whole lot I had to prove, decisions I had to choose. This the man I am, I'm chosen few. It's already set match, yo, who broke the rules. This the man I am, we the chosen few. It's already set match, yo, who broke the rules.
Son of a bitch, you a son of a teller. Your future sons, I'ma be sonning them, causing them terror. I walk the streets like the sidewalks ain't good for a nigga. But either way, you still respected them bars and them triggers. You kinda hezzy when I offered out my invitation. Why you little slave rappers rap for reparations? How you implement the plan without the implications? All I see is red flags and misinformation. I'm terror, I play a whole different orchestration. See, I'm cool for a minute, then become impatient. That's when I start giving looks like it's a situation. I mean straight uncomfortable, the clan is waiting. Sorta waiting like them clowns at the police station. We policing our own selves on vacation. So stand back or get kidnapped in location. Without no audience, roll call or ovation. Terror.
This game made me an animal. Rules to the shit, I wrote me a manual. Levels to the shit, it's a whole different magnitude. A whole lot I had to prove, decisions I had to choose. This the man I am, I'm chosen few. It's already set match, yo, who broke the rules. This the man I am, we the chosen few. It's already set match, yo, who broke the rules.
to say this could just flood the earth and erase you, bitch, but still I let the sun shine on them. Most beneficent, most merciful, I rhyme on them. Half these rappers you claim dope came out of my scrotum. Elohim, the hawk, the ark is my totem. Pole is swollen when the wreck, so the holes blow them. Miles Morales, arachnophobia, killing the culture with whack rap euphoria. They make you popular if you glamorize drug addiction. Reject the word of God with diamonds on a crucifixion. You should listen to your instincts, be scared of me. Shoot off your kneecap out your coffin, that's a legacy. Real versus replica, gospel versus secular. I'm the alien mixed with predator.
Many suckers try to act like they don't hear it, but they know they couldn't see me with the lyrics. That's the fear of God. When these other rappers hit me on the track, hit the studio, they gotta change their rap. That's the fear of God. Get to making up these lists, don't acknowledge me as if I don't exist. That's the fear of God. That's probably why they say I'm underrated, cause I'm nicer than these niggas, I hate it. That's the fear of God.
Stay 10 toes, they rather a nigga tiptoe. Impact the cause earthquake and break windows. Cowards act like they ready to let a clip go. Till I outshine them, me whining like it's Calypso. Go tell them suckers to line up, I fuck your mind up. Remember once upon a time I was grinding, slinging all kind of shit. Now they gotta pay me to school and it's not a scholarship. The clouds you talking about don't amount to shit if you counterfeit. Poking this coke from Bolivia, show me who get busier. Dope is slow with the quotables, known to fuck the city up. They see me shining, so I know they wanna hit me up. Smoke them like a blizzy, don't make me open the stizzy up. Rappers is panicking, I slap him with the cannon. I come back to where you standing, I'm cracking your jack-o'-lantern. You niggas better quit rapping, go back to scamming, cause your fucking nightmare is back, ransacking the planet, motherfucker.
These suckers try to act like they don't hear it, but they know they couldn't see me with the lyrics. That's the fear of God. When these other rappers hit me on the track, hit the studio, they gotta change their rap. That's the fear of God. When these money get to making up these lists, don't acknowledge me as if I don't exist. That's the fear of God. That's probably why they say I'm underrated, cause I'm nicer than these niggas and they hate it. That's the fear of God.
In the smallest arenas, the deepest of dives, and the most remotest stages are where the greats are found. They find themselves and reacquaint with the people there, the people that love the music, the young who want to create with the music, and the ones that find form and funnel all the stories of the creators of the music. Them great ones love being a part of this cycle of creating creators, and no show's too small, no performance unimportant, and all audiences demand their intimacy. And on this one day, you turn through a storm of songs like the highlights on your life's pages. Classic verses that were a manifest you voted for. The grooves, the rhythmic character that crafted your stride. They said it, you see it, they lived it, you're in it. You're in a cinema of drum film, and soon you may direct yours. But for now, the frequencies to the score of Lyric Fellows and Beat Comics brought to you by DJ Toshi, now on Classic Storm Radio. This is your brother, the lone low life with the home-sewn garment, the Boricua with the build, the true and living God, stepping in score, Sunni as Allah, a.k.a. Skill Straight Low, and this is episode 289. Ooh, we got a good one, man. It's like a partner episode with episode 288 because we have the other legendary half of Smif and Wessun with us, Tech. So I got to say peace to the radio affiliates, RadioHipHop.com, Big John Stud and BM Radio, RadioHipHop.com and BMRadio.de, that's and Rap FM, WRAP.FM. Or check out the works I got on PremierHipHop.com and just go to DJ Toshi, ClassicStorm.podomatic.com. Delete something, delete everything, keep that. You know what I mean? And I also have my own show about my element of hip hop, the element of the hip hop writer. I call it the Power Right Show. It's on S Street Media. Look me up on YouTube for that. I got books out now. I got an ebook called The Reel of 2020, 70-page analysis of a new way of bringing to you the entire universe of the great music of 2020 and beyond. This is the model. This is the way it's got to be done. You know what I mean? And that book is only $5. So you got to do is Cash App Sunias. You know what I mean? Give me your email. I got you. Or you could get your paperback. I got the Filtered Reel Essays from the Invisible Renaissance out. And if you order that Reel of 2020, man, I got a special exclusive offer for the Filtered Reel, and I got a free book for you too. So definitely get at me. But yo, not too much talk. We got a lot of building to do. Tech of Smif and Wessun is here. So Toshi, play some incredible tracks and get us in gear. Peace.
Here's another new underground joint on the Classic Storm Radio Show.
Majestic and authentic like an arm feel. The cloth that we cut from's nothing but God tier. Elements and mineral charm wear. Minimal charm here. Stay on your guard, mineral armed here. The hardware used to capture the grace had to be laced. I rattle the cage, blow your beat to the back of your face. Charcoal aftertaste, leaving a trace of acid in your veins. Too much and make you a basket case. The voice vet, rhyme game, Johnny Fontaine, smooth with it. Each tune vicious, reaching new limits. The crew dipped in orange and blue, cooking a few dishes. True business, moving pictures through the Louvre entrance. The fume drenches the room when the Ellis spark. My melon scarf from intelligent thought, the letter sharp. Led astray from the light and hell is dark. Let them talk, a pen of dark, your heart is forever marked.
Elevation, that's my motivation. Break the grip of Satan, no more victim of my temptations. Penn Station nearby, when I got a versatile, burn a few, mental terminal, that's Penn Station. Never gave statements, slave of the great pavement, where they trade wages in exchange for deranged favors. Righteous ways weigh heavily, temporarily, till I face the L, make hell seem heavenly. Grace melodies, freak on the drum pad, beef better dump fast on beats, I'm a scumbag. Spanglish arts, not at all for the faint of heart. I'm God's gift, son, hits whether sane or dark. You unrelatable, it's not hate, I ain't mad at all. Matador or the raging bull. Play it cool, you don't wanna box, unless you wanna box to call home while your body rocks.
Pop a good cork, swish it, then catch the vision. My digits stay dusty like historic statisticians. At the core of this, my aura is vintage. I crashed the kitchen off the top rope. My goal is to score you with rap incisions. I went from triple folding to out, growing the money clip. I'm Michelin tripping, you Mickey D'ing with your honey dip. That technician, chef whipping that funky shit. Ain't no chance in hell you fucking with my bros. I'm in the bunker with. Fell 7 times, but rose 8. A bolt cutter till your close gate. My foes met they whole fate. You don't make my tone quake throughout your zone and make your bones break. Flipping low key like I done sold weight. That cold state, the apple where them Tim souls meet. The concrete, hug your moms and kiss your kid folks cheek. The sins flow, but no, we never let that info leak. Getting high off that till that thing go beat. What up? Slow money, no money, get your papes up. Act tough for 6 quarters, get your face touched. Dirty product in the case, keep it taped up. No crumbs left, everything is scraped up. Slow money, no money, get your papes up. Act tough for 6 quarters, get your face touched. Dirty product in the case, keep it taped up. No crumbs left, everything is scraped up.
Vibe right here. I ain't gonna lie, Wessun. I think I just wanna talk my shit. Sick. Lyrical beats, gorilla from the south to the east. I'm nice at the least. I body the track and leave it deceased. Funeral flow, stay colder than the ice on my teeth. And black like a priest. My status got me popping like grease. Collecting this yeast, bread, no head, stay drop dead. Same way the rose drop head. Trucker had the whole block scared. Truth leave a sick top meds. I'm the ghost, said what I said. Streets sold up, no thread. Half the niggas sleep, no bed. I'm shady like I'm Eminem. These whack bitches I've been in them. My stable, they no sinning in my waves. Lately they swimming them. I got this rock on lock for stay stock, no top. Yeah, I got flave, no clock. No, I keep a key like Glock. 3 in the morning, hear the chopping like I'm Robert Davis. Word to Ali, I'm in Kentucky, feeling like the greatest. Can be a gamer all you won't know how to play this. You better not gamble with your life, and I ain't talking Vegas.
You know my usual, another lyrical funeral. Bar rap God, physically I am human, no. It's beautiful when your bars glide through the flow and you can do shit a rapper ain't never do before. You should know I'm a gangster, but I'm woke. I teach a nigga black power with my hands on his throat. Nope, I'm not the man to provoke. Dig me,
I'm a chimney, I handle the smoke. I hand you these quotes like I'm the ghetto Shakespeare. Beware the jungle, my nigga, it's snakes there. They stare out of fear, my nigga. I make a nigga disappear, my nigga. Are we clear, my nigga? Don't compare me to no nigga, it's offensive. I check everybody in your house like the census. I go up in your mouth like a dentist. I'm relentless, period, end the sentence. This is just an exercise, raise my hand, testify. Hands down, nigga, I'm the best alive.
Truth Leroy, show love, call me the master. Ice water with the ball, a tsunami, I'm a disaster. Ever piss me off, it ain't no forgiving. I'm not a pastor, nigga, get inside my lane, no insurance. I send a crash, the status pressure, have her ready to die. Think I was Biggie, ball for ball, it ain't no point of a challenge unless I was Shiggy. For the culture, know this boy here bad, I'm talking Diddy. From the trenches, bitch, I'm known to get ugly, but do it pretty. When I speak, I make them feel it in they stomach like they crunch a lot. That was word to pun, I'm not a rapper, I just punch a lot. AI when I cross the fundamentals, plus I dunk a lot. Rappers Ashton Kutcher, when they come out, they get punked a lot. Trade time at the Apollo, free the Akiralo. Living legend, top 5, not many can follow. Nigga go to playing solid, I hit them with hollows. Bullets hit them like a pill, but harder to swallow.
Yo, they try to throw smut on my name, but I ain't never had a drop of sucker blood in my vein. I get the job done like Kane and never complain. So any nonsensical claims I can't entertain, and any outstanding debts I pay correct. Even them blind spots and dots I may connect. Even the phone calls to God that I may collect, and then some. I paid attention, paid respect. I paid my dues and refused to change my views. Whoever prayed for me to lose became my muse. If it's a message I deliver, then it's gang approved. And black excellence, the only thing I came to prove. The crown king, Musa, key to the strength. And true redeemer, I remain a mystery, but suspense is my demeanor while I'm making history. It's the hustler code we honor, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention justice for Brianna.
Me and my niggas on 1,000, boosting up out of Woolworth, living in public housing. You already know the struggle, man, you know what I'm saying? Boosting clothes, all type of shit out of Woolworth, though. Nostalgia, me and my niggas on 1,000, boosting up out of Woolworth, living in public housing. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go back to the hood, you know what I'm saying, public houses shit, y'all know. Word to PhD ass, you get me mad, you probably get hooked to 3 bags up in the triage. Probably just discovered your mother be slinging free ass. Probably just a sucker, and plus I heard that you eat ass. No wonder all that shit that you blubber be on that weak path. Must be some shit that you wonder that make you speak that. Gangsta shit you talking and walking like you a G-stat. Repeat that, get blood all over the table you eat at.
Sadiq is magnified greatness, I don't live with the haters. I don't follow the latest, no bunch of clowns on your playlist. Not scared of your tough talk, you bark like a Yorkie. You smell like failure, I need you to back up off me. I ran through more money, hoes, and clothes than you ever had. Pillaged department stores, slide through with Lizzie bags. Nobody cares until everybody cares. Just a bunch of dick riders swinging off a pubic hair.
For a G-stack, I travel the same road as G-rap. Believe that, the head of the table is where my seat at. When you rap, I just react back with a knee slap. Funny style, I get stupid with it, so let me dumb it down. Illegal, I'm in the store boosting just like an ego. Selling shit to my people like moving pounds of Perico. I'm on the grind while you just whine like a Pino. A young outcast, still getting some love below.
I'm a fashion addict, been at it since rappers are smacking faggots. Snatching fabric at the store, that's the mathematics. BFO had us looking like two CEOs. Dressing fresh, banging out all conceited hoes. Full circle, had me dancing on the center stage. Club hopping, popping shit, a bunch of renegades. Who making paper, I don't care what these haters say. The AK again sprayed like some Gatorade.
In the bar from LR thus far, you can fuck with Navi. Fall like a Ford F-150 to your fucking jaw. Get your quarterback blitz, creep dog, what a fucking score. Your girl break your suck a bowling ball through a fucking straw. Fuck a raw short, then I'm gone. She just stuck in all. I'm back on the block, rocking the goose, ducking low. You come across these, make sure not to provoke. I guarantee that your life ain't worth bringing you the shit.
Joe Millie, staring at this shit is priceless. Yo, I miss you. D&G, capitalize. The devil and God can never rationalize. You speaking something different. I don't understand your linguistics.
No Jesus piece hanging. Muslim dawn, that shit ain't banging. Nah. 24 carat with a 30 clip. I-13 to the VA strip. Trenton police dick riders. They thought I was the connect, the provider. Surrounded my Pearl Lex coupe. I'm speaking truth. This round 92. Putting numbers on the board. My jersey and the rappers with the other boys. Style niggas of a different breed. We Apollo, you our son Creed. At 16, I was V-shopping. On Hillside, no license, lot hopping. Wasn't trying to be no rapper then. I like doing ratchet shit with my friends. Like robbing train cars and shooting up parties. Selling crack and smoking weed in the lobbies of the projects where the mob's at. Ideas are getting out, far-fetched. So we pray to the unknown. Daydreaming about riding around chrome. On BBS's and BM dubs. Try to steal from the pot, draw back nubs. Switch my whole life up for the music. It's ironic, I never even wanted to do it. I guess it's proof and it's saying true. What God has planned for you, no man can undo.
I know you want to kill me. Just raise the price. You want me dead, but you gon' pay a price to get that job.
Kidnap niggas wanna steal you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Kidnap niggas wanna steal you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Kidnap niggas wanna steal you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you.
Dirty, jealous, crumb ass niggas. No getting money, bum ass niggas. The nerve of some niggas, too smart for their young good, can't teach dumb niggas. See, it's a difference between us. You gotta go through channels for me to get touched. You disturb them curly hair on my skin and bones. Just know bad news is gonna reach your home. And that's a fact, no, that's a Fendi. Oh, you tough, you don't believe me. You gotta get burnt to know the stove is hot. Nigga telling your ass why, you asking why not. Cause the Mac on this track, they harder than Khalil when colliding with running backs. Is this new clout chasing an old dick riding? Stay low, reload, keep finding.
Kidnap niggas wanna steal you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Kidnap niggas wanna steal you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Kidnap niggas wanna steal you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you.
Simple-minded, backstabbing dick blowers. Fucking flunkies, you monkey, you all shit throwers. Speaking foul on my name. You want it that bad, you can have all my fame. Take these lumps that come with it. The hate and the shots, everything that come with it. Fake bros, fake hoes, fake thugs, fake pounds, fake hugs, fake love. Back in the days, we used to play knockout. Now we just knocking you off, air you the fuck out. Sad we came up together. Family know each other, call your mother my mother. But that ain't stop shit, you pop shit. Apologize later, jump ship to ask the bro come and save you. Is that the new clout chasing or old dick riding? Stay low, reload, keep firing.
Kidnap niggas wanna steal you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Kidnap niggas wanna steal you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Kidnap niggas wanna steal you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Broke niggas don't want no cash, they just wanna kill you. Kidnap niggas. Broke niggas don't want no cash.
Peace. This is DJ Toshi's Classic Storm Radio. I'm your host, Shooting is a lot, aka Illustrator Low. And let me tell you something. We have an incredible guest building off our last show. As I said on our last show, we are now building with outside, or rather alongside, to me, Run DMC, one half of one of the most synergistic, dynamically performing duos of all time. Smif and Wessun, an essential group with at least, for me, 4 superior albums that must be in your collection. If you don't, your collection's fucked up. Out of the legendary Boot Camp Click, he's the epitome of a power hustle, where there is a link between so many worlds of the most difficult contradiction and mostly fails and destructive hypocrisy. Those worlds of the black man, creating his freedom by any means necessary. Hustling through the alleyways of the rat race, not just embracing principles that just usually fade away, but living out a sincere spirituality of Islam in defiance to the entire status quo. A master of ceremony, whose inflections are infusions of intensity, blessed with the creativity to translate horrors and hopes into anthems, and shit, has a groove in a pocket that can't be taught, man. Our guest is Tech of Smif and Wessun.
Love.
All right,
that was a good intro right there.
Oh man, yeah.
Man, humble soul. Yeah, I can't believe
hey, you know, indeed, Tech. You know, I've been doing this journalism writing for over 25 years. So I started like when you started. You know what I mean? Okay. But they didn't always give me the chance to write about the real. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
right.
I had a lot to say. About you and your career, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I want to start it off in this first segment for our listeners, really like an appreciation. I love to do this, DJ Toshi. Our listeners know I do this. You know what I mean? And I want to start it off with something here, because one thing that I get a lot about your music, and that really hits me really heavy, is this idea of the reasons for making music. You know what I mean? The reasons for making music, mm-hmm. and how music is an expression. Let me quote some bars from you. One of my favorite albums that you brothers did, you and Steele did, from Monumental, the title track, the incredible LP with Pete Rock. You said, I let the music talk to me. Right? You said, I let the music talk to me. I reply to the mic who relates it to the board and tells the engineer record. He matched me to the track like the leaves of a tree. We beautiful together like the L and the V. My bond for the music, living for the people. You can hear a conversation through the speakers. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's such a profound expression. You know what I mean? And a lot of things I want to ask you is about the ideas of continuing to make music, though, even despite all of the hells. Because after all these years of making music, a lot of us, including myself, are not listening to Smif and Wessun, listening to Tech, listening to Steele just for a good song. We're listening to you for insights, you know what I mean? Through the struggles, through the hells, you know? And when you make music, like, what's the inspiration now? Is it still as necessary of an expression as it always has been? Or even more?
Wow. At this day and age, it's even more. Right? It's even more because what we just all went through this past year with this pandemic. It shut the world down, and it brought, I know it did for me and my family, it brought us closer and made you learn and appreciate the things that are priceless, that money can't buy. That's why the name of the album came about, Priceless. And the expression of music, it comes from the heart. Like, I don't know how if any other MC or producer can make music and not feel it in their soul, in their bones. For me, is writing is like a perfect boxing match, or painting a Van Gogh, Van Gogh or Basquiat on a blank canvas. That's writing to me. It opens up the soul and relieves a lot of the fuckery and the negativity that, you know, that one encounters during the day. So that's why I say, for me, it's even more important right now at this day and age.
You know, Steele talked a lot about like the changing of the way that they record, And I asked him that because you two have such a synergy. The songs that you make with each other, by yourselves, or with other MCs, they have such a live component, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How has that been recording, like in this day and age where you just send a verse, send a beat, somebody arranges it, whatever, you know what I mean? And then now amplified with, COVID.
Well, for me, I try to stay away from that type of process like that myself. A lot of times I don't even write to the track until I get to the studio where I can crank the shit up loud and have it vibrate higher to another level. And I mean, I know if it's time that's called for, not knocking that way of recording, because sometimes it is easier and it's more beneficial. It helps when one person may be all the way in Haiti or Japan somewhere and can't get to the studio. So that definitely plays its part. It definitely comes in handy. But for me, I just like to be in the studio by the board, watching the mix happen and creating. It's just
indeed.
It just builds it and makes it that much more.
Well, I want to
learn
take
to
you to a
appreciate
journey.
more of the art. You value the form of it.
Indeed. I definitely see that. I want to take you back a little bit farther back, and then back, so that we can get to the present. But I want to throw some theories, or like some concepts that I've always said. People that listen or read anything that I've written, they know that I call the 2000s, I always call them the dark ages, you know what I mean? It wasn't because there wasn't great music, but because so much music in hip-hop was being covered, you know what I mean? A lot of lesser music was being put forth, you know what I mean?
Right.
And a lot of great music was lost in mixtapes and things like that, you know what I mean? So you didn't get to see the full quality of things, And I felt like a lot of the solo career that you've developed now started to develop in those 2000s, with all the mixtapes you did and things like that. And how was it making those mixtapes? Because some of them, obviously to me, like the peak mixtape, which is really album quality with those Lost G mixes, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it seemed like a journey to make those and really get up to that point, you know what I mean? How was it recording in the 2000s with frustrations, with the Smith & Wessun name and all these other things, getting work out and stuff? How was it like for you in those times?
For me, it was both difficult and therapeutic. For me, it was the best of both worlds, because through all that frustration, the music was a release for me. It was somewhere where I can get lost in, dive in, and get lost in, and come out on the other side better than I went in, It was a way to release to escape whatever pain or whatever sadness or whatever madness that was happening at that time. It's not escaping reality, because you're still dealing with real time and real places and real people. But it's just, to me, it was a place I could open up more and talk to the music, as I said before.
So with the mixtapes, they're really like excursions to find yourself, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, that Lost G mix was a dope compilation of some things that I had recorded some time earlier, and I didn't want to just not let it get heard or have it sitting around growing old without the people even knowing, this type of music does exist. And I think with the 2000s and the rises of the Griseldas and the Rock Marcianos, it opened that lane back up for that type of music to be once again heard, recorded, and appreciated. So, not that we had ever stopped doing what's true to us, or we had just begun to do it. It's just that now the listeners are checking for it again. So it's not like I don't own satellite radio in my house. I barely even listen to the radio. The only type of shit I might listen to is iHeart on my phone if I'm just coming off of the walk like today or some shit. But other than that, I'm delving and trying to find something new out there. I'm listening to some type of poetry or something. I don't even listen to a bunch of hip hop like that. My listening sessions where I can even create comes from more soulful R&B or Otis Bread is just listening to these way these guys put the pain that was real pain that Sam Cooke Center was going through back in them days.
Right, man.
And so when if you can combine that art, that paint, and today's colors and splash it, that shit is beautiful.
You know what's interesting when you say that is because when I think of the MCs, you know, the legends of the 90s that still make great music, that are actually in tune with the upcoming artists of their area, in their borough, you know, in their cipher. You know, you're one of those people, so you're like, I don't listen to a lot of hip-hop of the day and shit like that. But every time Tech is in the picture with people that other people don't know, I'm like, yo, he's with all the dope MCs of the era, you know what I mean? He's with all the new guys. So how are you achieving that synergy, you know, of inspiration, but also, you know, your unique inspiration for yourself, but also keeping in tune, you know, with the youth?
That comes from my music consultants, the people that, my family, my surroundings, my son, my bestie, my nephew, and that's what keeps me motivated and inspired to do it. Because if you here on this earth for however many years you here for, if you don't leave nothing behind that somebody else can utilize and appreciate when you're gone, then really what type of life did you live? What is it that you accomplished? And, you know, my son, he's into all these type of other new up-and-coming artists. My bestie is in it, and that's why, you know, those are my music consultants. At the same time, my lady, she has a dope ear enough to be an A&R. And so, you know, it's like now, I think, for me, it became more of being able to take criticism and being able to listen to what's around you, the people that's around you, like your immediate circle. Like, because sometimes you're too close to the action or even involved in the action and really notice and pay attention to what's going on. Like, when they say the golden era of hip-hop, like, if you was involved in that time, you didn't label it the golden era of hip-hop. You just labeled it as getting your nut off or doing what you was doing, getting you're making your bones, getting your shit out there. So it's not until hindsight, until you look back and be able to take a step back and be like, damn, well, maybe that was that type in that time. But now it's just, I think I'm more family oriented that keeps that synergy alive with me. It enables me to be able to bridge the gap of the new up and coming and still rock with them and still not sell out my own style or my own technique of what the people came to know and love Smif and Wessun for.
I definitely see that, you know what I mean? And achieved achieved well is an understatement with that, you know what I mean? You know, I had this question, you know, like there's such synergy between you and Steel, and I joked with Steel in the last interview because I have an identical twin and we can't even sing a song together, you know what I mean? We can't even karaoke something together. We have great synergy, but not on the musical sense, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, you know, and you know, I've seen you perform so many times, though. It's almost like a lot of the songs, and I just want to throw this out there, like sometimes people, they say, you know, I saw that rapper live, I don't need to see him again, but Smif and Wessun perform their songs like jazz singers, you know what I mean? You get it a little different every time, you know? And, you know, obviously the question is obviously the work, you know, in your synergy, and I want to give some examples and stuff, but, you know, when you do the work solo, how do you get the spark going, you know, without that partner to go back and forth with?
I don't know, man. I'm just a vessel, man. It's a vessel for me. Like, the thing is, I was born with a twin and passed at birth. It didn't live long. If it was a boy, my mom always tell me, and it didn't live long. So, it's really just a blessing and a gift, man, from the Most High. Because when you've been, like you said, a partner for so long, like you don't even have to write full songs. You just write a bar here or a bar here, especially when you're going back and forth, like me and Steel do. It's like, yo, all right, you write this, you gonna talk about this in the first 2 bars, then we can do 8 bars, then 6, and that's, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but that's art that we created and mastered over the years. So now, when I do it on my own, I had to actually, in all reality, get Steel's blessing to even make it happen. So I think once I got his blessing, it made it even that much easier for me, and realize the path of the journey that I was going on. To want to do it, it just came natural.
I definitely see that. And, I take it full circle with that, make mention of the last album you had, a great album. I think it's a necessary album, the last Smif and Wessun album, The All. But when I listen to it now, it has a synergy that wasn't even achieved in the other albums you had. Like, there are whole songs where it's just you two together back and forth, where most people would do that for one song, and it's a super achievement. You did it for multiple songs, where back and forth, and there never seems like this pause, there never seems like a count-in. It doesn't have like a glitch. You know what I mean? There's never a glitch in stride.
That's Smif and Wessun, man. We've been in this game for years. It made us animals. So, I mean, and the process, I think the process of recording The All, it took, for me personally, it took me back to the process of even recording The Shining. Because it was so family-oriented and so session closed to the public. It was just us. When I say us, it was just boot camp and who we was rocking with in D&D, the bond and the family that we have formed over there. So when we recorded The All, it was, again, it was sessions like that with Ninth Wonder and the Soul Council, where Rhapsody was there, Heather was there, Eric Jones, and just the bond of the family that we formed down there while recording it. So, and I think it bleeds out like that into the music. You can actually hear the compactness of how it was going down, the cohesiveness of it. And I think we created something dope.
Absolutely. And I always remember the NPR concert that you two did.
Oh, the Tiny Desk joint?
Yeah, the Tiny Desk, yeah. And you said, this is it's going to be our first time doing one time. Don't know if it's going to come out right. And of course,
right.
Shit, yeah, I'm dope anyway.
Yeah. We
like you had performed it like a million times.
We ain't even the mixes was sounding like. So that was the first time really getting it right there. And I think it went across pretty well. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I say. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's just this synergy is unmatched. I think, and I'm saying this to listeners, challenge, and I don't think there's a special synergy as a duo you've achieved that I don't think any other duo has achieved. On wax and live, you're taking it to the next level. You know what I mean? But one thing before we go to break. One thing that boot camp, has always done, as far as building, not just giving us great music, but not only the inspiration of making the music itself, but also the sharing of the entrepreneurialism. You know what I mean? How to do it. What are the advice to do it? What should you do? You know what I mean? Besides the code, besides the insights in the songs, but like the stuff that Buckshot does, the stuff that he's written. You know what I mean? The stuff that you share, the stuff that you show. So I just wanted you to talk a little bit about the Bucktown Haze beer and how that came about and what you're doing with that.
Oh, well, the Bucktown Haze joint was something that was presented to me by my engineer at the spot I record at, my engineer Multiple. And he's like one of the dopest engineers in the game right now. He's killing it. So he one day I had a session in there. He was like, "Yo, some of my homies looking to branch out and do, some type of branding and some other type of, to bring revenue with it. But they have a beer company that they're interested in doing, and they asked me who I thought would be a good fit for it, and he mentioned me. And he was like, "Yo, if you're interested, I can set it up for you, and we can make it happen." I was like, "For real? That's kind of different, because I'm not really a beer drinker like that." But and then it's something else where you don't even have to be a beer drinker. It's just, as you said, entrepreneurship, and then having a stream of revenue for yourself.
Right.
We went through a couple of beats that wasn't the right one, that wasn't the right fit. It ain't going somewhere. That wasn't the right fit. And then I came across the Bucktown Hayes joint. I was like, "Oh, that's it. We did. That's one we need." And once we started putting it together, it was like, that shit felt like an old St. Ives commercial. I don't know if you're familiar with those. That shit felt like
indeed.
Commercial. And it just made me that that nostalgia of that. So I think just having that in mind and feeling that way, it made it come out the way that it did. And so I'm with the Brewers. I got up with the company, which is Hip Hop Craft Beers. We spoke on the phone, fucking days and nights, trying to get the taste right, trying to get different ideas of what it would taste like or what we would envision for it, and we came up with some fucking dope, man. It's really a great tasting beer, especially ice cold. And it's an alcohol volume of 8.8. It got the good hops and citrus in it, so you'll definitely enjoy it. Any gathering, anywhere, just you gathering your thoughts together, it really lights you up. I'm actually trying to get some distributors on the New York side to try to, to bring it over here into our bars in Bushwick and Bucktown, and let the people see we got something good right now.
That's really peace, man. That's really peace. Man, on that note, we're going to take it back to DJ Toshi, and when we come back, we're going to talk about that new Priceless LP, man. A tough one.
Yes, sir.
Back to you, brother.
Yeah, what up? It's your boy Tripe Diesel, aka the Project Pope, right here on Classic Storm Radio. DJ Toshi, word up, my brother from another mother, holding down hip hop for real. Tripe Diesel, Project Pope, Classic Storm Radio, DJ Toshi, my G.
Now you are listening to DJ Toshi.
Illest niggas in the world.
Word the mother track.
I got your back.
Me compromise my morals, all my principles and act unloyal. You shitting me? Me sell my soul for money and hoes, give up and fold. You shitting me? Me condone any type of sucker shit. Never been a vic, you can suck a dick. You shitting me? Me, all I know is I'ma stand tall and keep it 100. You shitting me? This my PTO flow, many others tried to jack it, but the student never outshine a master. Uneasy is the head where the crown lies. Attempts on my life has been a few tries. Young, wild and reckless, big chunky necklace swing. Why the 40 cal bang effortless? I took some the same way I gave them. Laying on the table, hearing only God can save them. Tears running down my cheek, men running up with heat, blood running in the street. My words just tearing up the beat, man's airing out your fleet, retaliation bittersweet. Now look at your boy, stripes on my shoulder, veteran of the war. In the words of the great B.I., I rely on Bed-Stuy to shut it down if I die. Me compromise my
claiming they statin', they all ratting. Talking about Takashi, but never speak on the facts when niggas acting like I ain't supposed to be here. But I'm all for that smoke, call me Smokey the Bear. If it's love, say it's love, so we both could be clear. Here's a little reminder, never approach me in fear. The whole game is entertaining, shit changed from when I came in. A lot of fuck shit, cause these niggas ain't put the pain in. This loyal Canaan's on the rise for the power, and it's all defaming. Niggas can never be ours, we on a whole nother spectrum. Most of these guys won't even survive a test run, so why should I respect them? Rats caught in the trap, following the breadcrumbs. Court hearings, they swearing and lying on their dead ones. Crying when the feds come, writing all kind of statements, looking over mugshots they could select from.
Me compromise my morals, all my principles and act unloyal. You shitting me? Me sell my soul for money and hoes, give up and fold. You shitting me? Me condone any type of sucker shit, never benefit, keep a sucker dick. You shitting me? Me, all I know is I'ma stand tall and keep it 100. You shitting me?
It's no blending time. Air your ass out, leave you under a dead end sign. Nigga, we getting to the loot. And don't believe everything you hear, cause lies spread quicker than the truth. I'ma stand up, nigga, so stand up, nigga. Fuck rap, I clap you and your mans up, nigga. I don't condone fuck niggas in my cipher. You gotta learn to separate the riders from the hitchhikers. Me sell my soul? Hell no. I rob your bitch ass and sell y'all gold. Have you staring down the barrel, nigga, one eye closed. Everything is a go, cause when I roll, it's a lot of firepower. Yeah, you fucking with an arsonist. I ain't gotta tell them, you already know who sponsored us. Grams fan, for sure, you will never forget me. Lil Fame, MOP, nigga, you shit me.
Me compromise my morals, all my principles and act unloyal. You shitting me? Me sell my soul for money and hoes, give up and fold. You shitting me? Me condone any type of sucker shit, never benefit, keep a sucker dick. You shitting me? Me, all I know is I'ma stand tall and keep it 100.
Hey yo, I know I'm quite able. Infectious vibes through a mic cable. Black Moet, not the white label. Life stable. I'm just trying to find the right angle, so I write like it's the last rhyme of my life. Remember being in school, writing poetry. I heard my first words on the mic, something took over me. Like a plant that grows from a seed, I established roots so you can notice me. Then I grew with explosive speed, reciting a certain tone so they know it's me. Talk openly, the culture concierge, careful how I chose to be. Life's a roller coaster, just make sure you hold my seat. The flow's holier than rosaries. I'm feeling similar to fiends shooting kibble up, handle a ball like Bill Cartwright, the center of attention. It's what I really love, I'm really what you call nice. So you know a nigga really drumming.
To reproduce itself and evolve with time is what a seed offers to the ecosystem. A seed is basically a kernel that encloses in itself a small embryonic plant covered by a hard seed coat and some stored food that upon receiving the appropriate climate conditions will promote growth.
I came a long way from them double ups. Still got a thing for the money, is it love or lust? I used to stroll on dark blocks with rusty guns. Now I crack the seal on the pure white just because I learned to maneuver this world early as a junior. Y'all late bloomers, I stay thriving, reaching to the sky, nutrients inside my diet. Look how bright the light is, soon it's time to harvest. Cycle ends and I pack on weight like I'm starving. Constantly planting new seeds in the garden. My outer shell was once hardened. Now my limbs reaching to the sky, I feel exalted. I'ma blow up in front of the world like a martyr. I produced a lot, but I can take it farther. To come into our full potential's what we all want. As I start the next phase, my growth's just getting started.
I water the seed. That's word. Time to grow. That was bearing fruit that's so bountiful. Water the seed. That's word. Time to grow. That was bearing fruit that's so bountiful.
All living things grow from a seed. I need to see growth in everything. Put me in the soil and just let me be. I bet I grow heavenly. All living things grow from a seed. I need to see growth in everything. Put me in the soil and just let me be. I bet I grow heavenly.
Water the seed. That's word. Gave you time to grow. And now it's bearing fruit that's so bountiful. Water the seed. That's word. Gave you time to grow. Now it's bearing fruit that's so bountiful. Water the seed. That's word. Gave you time to grow. Now it's bearing fruit that's so bountiful.
Coming down the aisle, I don't think they know what's coming. Hurricane, tornado, it's danger coming. My hip game vicious, I trained too long to lose now. Bang, bang, too hard to lose rounds. I chose this fight, so whether it's knocks from knuckles on my head, I chose this life. I chose to strike. These punk pussies choose the ball, I bang and chose to bite. I told them I was fighting, got in the ring on orthodox. They said I'm cheating. Pussies, you take this beating on my left jab shits. Had his fucking head aching and dropping so bad he feeling like I just stabbed it. He the bigger man. What? I swear to God, this nigga low bang is a problem. His adrenaline rush, my Timberlands crush. I break apart any motherfucker around here. One click bang, don't trust. Bang.
We do this for the niggas on the grind, on the come up. The ones locked down who ain't never gonna see the summer. We do this for the righteous. We do this for the lifeless. My niggas on right. We do this for the niggas on the grind, on the come up. The ones locked down who ain't never gonna see the summer. We do this for the righteous. We do this for the lifeless. My niggas on right.
I be macking, trapping, and I really drill niggas. That's boom bap. You don't mac, trap, or drill niggas or bill figures. You destroy with bill powers. One can bang their platoon, really take your heads, coward. What it sound like? Crown heist? Nah, that's crime heist. Be more careful. We don't care about limelight. Dirt bag, my platoon. We'll do you sleazy. Bang on them easy.
10W40 greasy.
For cheesy, you can bang on bare face.
Fuck up my yard.
Play dead when you stand up in his face. The jungle we been held by his legacy. Rule of guards for the kids, the air real estate. It's the pedigree.
We do this for the niggas on the grind, on the come up. The ones locked down who ain't never gonna see the summer.
We do this for the righteous. We do this for the lifeless. My niggas on right.
We do this for the niggas on the grind, on the come up. The ones locked down who ain't never gonna see the summer.
We do this for the righteous. We do this for the lifeless. My niggas on right.
Brought to you courtesy of King David.
Daughter debauchery, hit him with lyrical archery. Shoot with sheer precision, body the game, I made a clear decision. Call following, make this shit religion. This is blueprint imitation, mean you niggas millions. How you go from righteousness to spitting grimy? Rebuking, biting bitches, leave them in the dust, trailing behind me. Gloves off, ain't no love lost. But I'ma give you this word till I heard it all course. Catching more corpses than the Holocaust. Cold flow, all frost. Mogul mindset, never a worker bee, always the boss. Stay shaded, got these hoes jaded. Run up like a cutting, baby, get that ass faded. Surpass the glisten, glamour, rugged shit like clips and hammers. I got to get the grammar, making cowardly clowns stand them. Command the presence, son, annoy your peasants. Spitting dragon darts with penetration, nothing pleasant.
Ain't nothing nice.
SS. Before blogs, I was battling in prison yards with brilliant thinkers, criminal minds, and gang lords. Locking it with a pen and a pad and getting sharp. Vibrations and frequencies you could feel through the walls. Reading a bunch of books recommended by crooks. I never did it for the gram or did it for the looks. I used to be about that light, but now I be home with the wife. Avoiding all the drama and the strife. Getting my mind right, cause I don't wanna have to load up the weapons tonight and send hollows through your rugby stripe. I get busy, you damn right. I used to be a goon roaming the streets at night, but now I'm just a sniper with a clean sight to pick you off without a fight. Archery, golden arrow through your windpipe. To say I'm nice is an understatement. Shit, I'm underrated, underappreciated. This shit's favorite.
I sat for 7 years, they ain't take off. I've been driving the last 2 with the brakes off. You expect to hear how I wave soft. Figured this year I could rap about what the house on the lake costs. What about that? It's been a turbulent ride, figurative. Still leaning on the murderous sides, cause I've been penning what I live in. I ain't heard of them guys lend an ear, and every other line burglarized. I made a name off the body count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit, I lost track trying to count them out. Well, that's an odd number, gotta round it out. Math, nigga, money and violence, go ahead, sound it out. I never cipher with the writers. Chance meeting to get your likeness on the flyer. I'm grade A dope, I've been invited by the buyers. It's the claws, we the likeliest suppliers, niggas.
I take a moment to breathe, cause I don't know if I'm promised tomorrow. Rosie always told me let go, give it to God. I'ma quote my nigga Hex, most you rappers is frauds. And you wonder why the rapper don't fuck with y'all. At a point in my life where change is here, working on resolutions before the new year. Peer-to-peer passing, fat outlasting. I feel like Daddy Fat Sacks, niggas outcast them, so I outlast them, now I outpass them. Lil' Fame the big does dance, outmash them. Motherfucking Titan homeboy, outclash them. Watch me Portier, most outclass them. I told Scrap I'm the best, you can ask him, and he'll repeat what I'm saying to you, cause he know if I say it, what I'm saying is true. I ain't just write a couple of bars, I got a slew. And I ain't just a regular nigga, one of the few. And I ain't here to talk, son, I came to do. You will remember the name when my brain is through. If you don't know now, then it's shame on you, rapper.
Be a witness as I come back. Step up, microphone check up. Rap by popular demand. Once again, rapper. Be a witness as I come back. Step up, microphone check up. Yeah. I'm the truth when I step.
I need to get me some space. Bitch niggas try and run my race. You know they stab you in your back, then smile in your face. Wanna know where I'm at? I'm in a wonderful place. If crisis on the boards, it's a wonderful pace. Still searching for a win, that's a wonderful taste. I get busy with raps, beat service the bass. I'm a shot at Jack D, no need for a chase. Thought I was done after one, ain't even the case. Trying to tighten up the boots, cause it's go hard time. Got calluses drawn from the way I climb. Press play on this beat, went out of my mind. Louis V with the pen, what a perfect design. Cause I'm just warming up, I do feel inclined. Let the world in on it, open up them blinds. That's PSA and HOJ. Either run with the team or get out of the way. Rapper.
Be a witness as I come back. Step up, microphone check up. Once again, rapper. Be a witness as I come back. Step up, microphone check up. Yeah, I'm the truth when I step in the booth. Rapper.
Yo, child of a militant, an immigrant. Actually was innocent. I changed after the atmosphere got medicine. American dream. I seen the highs and the lows of it. Was soldiering way before the COVID exposed a bit. Always made the most of it. Forgotten and ignored. Couldn't get a job. Wonder why I got diplomas for. Moving boxes in the store. Knowing I'm worth much more. Getting scolded on. Brave face, but inside I'm just holding on. Lost my dad. Magically got half my family mad. Would've thought I killed him with my own hands. My bad. I was by his side in Africa. The pressure was spectacular. Evicted from my apartment while sitting at the hospital next to him. He didn't recognize me though. Just another domino. Trying to figure out what happened. But on the side note, late 20s didn't accomplish nothing yet. My music didn't bubble yet. I just had to get past it. Pops got transferred to Paris. Then he died unexpected. Family yelling at me. I had to accept it. Took his body to Comoros, Anjouan to bury him. Time I didn't sleep was longer than the arms of Sean Merriam. Back in Maryland, I had to pick up the pieces, but thankfully my mom was there. Her crib was the cleanest. I used to walk for hours out in Germantown. Minimum wage job at CBS. I couldn't turn it down with a whole master's degree. I was making $750 or $725. I forgot. At least I was busy. Local swimming pool. I would swim laps to relax. Floating would make me feel light again. Hoping one day I could take flight again. Slowly but surely would feel alive again. The sadness was heavy, but I kept going in spite of it. Turn the page on the life I lived before. Nothing to show for. Surrender to enter the next door. I realized life is lonely and the road is dark. Been through 40 days of rain without Noah's Ark. This world can become my soul costume stars. Still carry this hole in my heart, yo. Nah. Life is lonely and the road is dark. Been through 40 days of rain without Noah's Ark. This world can become my soul costume stars. Still carry this hole in my heart, yo. Whoa. Mental mildew removed in. Time heals wounds. Kiss moms off to Brooklyn. I'ma see you real soon. Felt better, so I had to go get it. No more waiting. Survival and a better life is source of motivation. Met Bass, met Steel, Sean Price, beat miners. Also met some bloodsuckers. Most of them was dishonest. God props and compliments, shot eyes and nice grills. But as long as I keep them talking, it's how to hype bills. High level bills, the cost of living in New York. Either you move for force, or you get removed from the course. I put the proof in the source, work the job, then I rap. Ralph McDaniels had me playing on music boxing. In fact, folks who recognized me at work didn't know how to take it, but I was happy though. I knew that was the process to make it. SOB shows, Pharaoh Marsh, I opened up for him, and it hit me just how much I had changed my whole decorum. But my boss back at work was the worst. He was a narcissist. I had to quit that, left in a blaze like an arsonist. Lots of sharks in this who try to sabotage my interest. So now, when I book a show or verse, I charge them interest. My whole outlook is different. I felt more present since Trump and COVID-19. Everybody's a professor, but I learned you can't skip steps. I analyzed the game like Skip Bayless. Took missteps. Some nights I skip death. Gun smoke aroma on my skin like melanoma. I set a goal and pivot when I got the cold shoulder. Rejection and terrible advice that I deflected, never followed. Stayed outside the box like Brexit. From city housing to blessing stages in front of thousands. Dropping albums at a rate they knew nothing about it. Today now is type official. Flew like a missile to my target. No time to wait, this life is fickle. Now I know life is lonely, the road is dark. Into 40 days of rain without no spark. This world can be cold, my soul costume stars. Still carry this hole in my heart, yo. Nah. Life is lonely and the road is dark. Into 40 days of rain without no spark. This world can be cold, my soul costume stars. Still carry this hole in my heart.
Head to toe, all you see is low. Wherever we go, we stay on the low. That's right. Breaking in the dope, all we know is low. Head to toe, all you see is low. Wherever we go, we stay on the low. That's right. Breaking in the dope, all we know is low. All you see is low. Wherever we go, we stay low. That's right. Breaking in the dope, always low. Those 2 L's up when you rockin' that low. Come on, head to toe, all you slow. Wherever we go, we stay on the low. That's right. Breaking in the dope, all we know is low. Those 2 L's up when you rockin' low. Polo bag, man, heavy make my bag hurt. Once we get back to the hood, you'll patchwork. B-wing flying off them. Lay a finger at a bread of head. Till you stick up, kids, wipe the smirk off your face. We mad deep, all you see is low lights in the blaze. Don't get mad at us, cause you all suck. Yes, my gang, then we who else? Pulling up to my crib in a U-Haul truck, full of Ralph Lauren gear, worth $1 million. You slow cats stuck on this fly shit, we rockin'. First option, well the boost and the tag poppin'. My style deaf, not so. I stay on the low, sweating my style, now that's a no-no. Shout out to my low bros, breaking it Mando. Love and loyalty, yeah, you know how it goes, come on. Head to toe, all you see is low. Wherever we go, we stay on the low. That's right. Breaking in the dope, all we know is low. Those 2 L's up when you rockin' that low. Come on, head to toe, all you see is low. Wherever we go, we stay on the low. That's right. Breaking in the dope, all we know is low. Those 2 L's up when you rockin' that low.
Low life till I have no life. Nothing but double RL when I get my dough right. Prefer quality goods, I ain't the glow type. Nigga, my aura alone is like a strobe light. Souvenir pieces, rear Nike sneakers, easy on the eyes. Airtight defense, comforter got the same design as the joggers I sleep in. For a little over a decade, it's been low all season. Mostly do the low, you go in the store and don't be seeing threads. Shoes, join the rappers, first choice, I look Korean. Addicted to the high off both, I BOD and grind from AM to PM. I need another BM, old school, I only talk music in my DM. Below is well shit, I'm from the deep end. From juvenile delinquent to the illest nigga breathing motherfucker. Fuck him.
Head to toe, all you see is low. Wherever we go, we stay on the low. That's right. Breaking in the dope, all we know is low. Those 2 L's up when you rockin' that low. Come on, head to toe, all you see is low. Wherever we go, we stay on the low. That's right. Breaking in the dope, all we know is low. Those 2 L's up when you rockin' that low. And yo, we out here looking fly that you can bet. Whether copping online or the Ralph Lauren outlet, taking mag out photos while everybody staring. Fly mommy smiling, complimenting what we wearing. Looking like movie stars, but we can care less. Just some fly ass cats, stay fresh when we dress. Salute to the Feli twins, God bless. My man DJ Shay, BSF. Crushing on styles, cross flags on my chest. Stadium 92s with the polo tech. Polo bear sweat sweat to the Aztec, respect to the vets. St. John's Posse, Marcus Garvey Village. I've been down for a while now, known for that wild style. My RL thread, arrange your eyebrow, make you say, oh wow, this cat, he mad nice. Looking for low, holla at me, everything half price. Head to toe, all you see is low. Wherever we go, we stay on the low. That's right, breaking in the dope, all we know is low. Throw the 2 L's up when you rockin' that low. Come on, head to toe, all you see is low. Wherever we go, we stay on the low. That's right, breaking in the dope, all we know is low. Throw the 2 L's up when you rockin' that low. Taj Creek, G Money Bags, DJ Kansas. Word up, get the L's up.
Hey yo, what's up, man? This is Sean Price. And if I ain't making fun of people with 574, 2 for 89 New Balances on, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, man. The Classic Storm Radio Show, my man DJ Toshi. You feel me? Feel me without hands, though. P.
Hey yo, line for line, rhyme for rhyme, top 5 dead or alive. I pop lead dead in your eye. Fuck a best rapper, Ruckers a skin clapper, adamantium skin, friends call it the X Factor. Turn the page, let's get to the next chapter. Burn his blaze, now let's get to the next rapper. Okay. The Glock rock knots for poppin' shit, yo. Throw darts from jungle apocalypse, though. 6 flow niggas, 6'4" niggas. Shoot niggas who sing Cisco niggas. Y'all fool Nabisco niggas. Say me the last dance, I don't disco, nigga. I flame those heaters at rainbow sneakers. Kiwi fruit, mango divas, eating fajitas. Leave a nigga alone before I beat the brakes off your ass and squeeze the chrome.
It's boot camp for life. Fatigue with sneakers, drip right. I rock Louis V and low. Big J pieces, 24 karat gold. No free verses, niggas pay me. Mind trick the body think the mind is crazy. It's boot camp for life, yeah. It's boot camp for
Heads
life.
thought I would quit rapping. Nah, this is a gift, so I'm gift rapping. I ain't never say I was against trapping, cause every profile on me, I hit him back with. Nigga, that's it. Time for action, no slacking. It's in my jeans, Jackson. Do the moonwalk, move backwards. Smooth criminal interviews saying that's him. BDI Buck, don't forget shot.
And straight ain't hollow, and cannon revolve, problem resolved like Ray Donovan. Indeed, seas we see swallowing, hit him with degrees or beat the feces out of him. Mind boggling, 9 under the car to get rhyme artists and stay on point like non-sharpening. Streets sparking while D's watching us, and C's speak nonsense, get beat the unconsciousness.
It's boot camp for life. Fatigue with sneakers, drip right. I rock Louis V and low. Big J pieces, 24 karat gold. No free verses, niggas pay me. Mind trip the body think the mind is crazy. It's boot camp for life, and yeah, it's boot camp for life. Bar for bar, verse for verse, with a curse. Put whoever you consider the best in the hearse. Fuck a title, cause my name is my name. Give me the money, I could keep all the fame. Slum niggas think they the realest. Broke corny niggas always be in their feelings. Bombastic bastard needs caskets. I'm a breath of fresh air for asthmatics. Skip bail, quarter brick of fish scale. Bitch quill, got him doing 12 and fish scale. Haven't picked up a pad and pen in a minute. Cause what I write has to be authentic. I was listening, but I wasn't inspired. Had to touch the mind and spark the fire. 52 blocks, box spit, razors and fights. I really knew Big and Pac, what your life like? It's boot camp for life. Fatigue with sneakers, drip right. I rock Louis V and low. Big J pieces, 24 karat gold. No free verses, niggas pay me. Mind trick the body think the mind is crazy. It's boot camp for life, and yeah, it's boot camp for life.
Yeah, baby, bring out the heavy artillery for this shit, boy. Know what I mean? Time to get suited and booted. Exclusive shit. You know how we moving, nigga. This that Fantasy Island shit. Only thing missing is tattoo, nigga. Well, alright. I'm going hard on these hoes to finish Cardi's skull. Used to keep the limey up in my army coat. The crib with the brother Robert Guillaume. These niggas not on the kind of shit I be on. I ain't lying, don't be trying this shit at home. My Italian bitch, take the entire dick in the throat. I ain't kidding, listen, I'm the flyest nigga you know. Shit is politics, my bottom gotta fit in the throne. Self-made, self-paid, we do it bigger. Who smoother than us? Cuban bitches is fooling with us. Cool is the winner, school of niggas, my crew some winners. Fuck your feelings, just went and copped a coupe with no ceiling. Bubbling white and get you double life. Niggas still hustle, the duffel, we stuck for the die. The Armani tux and come with the tie. Fuck it, you can run with us or choose otherwise.
Don't talk it if you don't walk it. Keep it a bean, nothing falls with it. Can't speak it if you never lived it. Memories that I have so vivid. Some pairs make great career. Others died and lived in yourself for years. Had to be somebody just to be here. Black bottles, black tie bear.
This is a gathering of royalty. Killers, dealers, niggas that got lawyer fees. Bad women, crushed linen. Teens sinning, G spinning. Shady characters of all races. A few smiles amongst screw faces. My man Earlin' in the stall. Niggas chain scheming in the ball about to fall. The plot thickens, hammers gripping. Second ticking, New Year's beginning. No killing, cooler heads prevail. Niggas sober up and we live just for now. Hear the DJ scream out, yes, yes, y'all. Dice game in the middle of the dance floor. We ain't come to hurt nobody. We just showing love, it's how the gangsters party.
Don't talk it if you don't walk it. Keep it a bean, nothing falls with it. Can't speak it if you never lived it. Memories that I have so vivid. Some pairs make great career. Others died and lived in yourself for years. Had to be somebody just to be here. Black bottles, black tie bear. Don't talk it if you don't walk it. Keep it a bean, nothing falls with it. Can't speak it if you never lived it. Memories that I have so vivid. Some pairs make great career. Others died and lived in jail cells for years. Had to be somebody just to be here. Black bottles, black tie bear.
This is DJ Toshi's Classic Storm Radio. I'm your host, Sunya Zala, a.k.a. Skilla Straight Low. Peace to the gods and the earth. Peace to my low-life family. Peace to all the hip-hop listeners out there. And peace to my guest, Tech, one of the legends in hip-hop. Here to build with us about his new album. And, man, glad to have you on here, though, and really want to get into this new album. You know, Tech, I also have another word that I use for this era, and I started to call it in the 2010s. I started to call what I was watching as the Invisible Renaissance, because there was so much great music from legends as yourself coming back, so many greats coming up, so many young people coming up, and empowered by their own independence as well. And I definitely see you as one of the leaders of the Invisible Renaissance, you know what I mean? And at the same time, though, because you know we're actually building on what would be Sean Price's Born Days, to throw out there that I've always considered and written and documented Sean Price as really the star of the Invisible Renaissance. I think his abilities and what he did is really what bridged the gap, you know what I mean, between the next generation and the legends as yourself. You know, he's a real megastar, you know, and of brilliance.
Most definitely,
you know?
Most definitely. That he is. Yeah, he took the lead early, man. He had a vision and he knew the direction he wanted to go, and he asked us like 1-2 times. I'm not even gonna say he asked us. He brought it to us and was letting us know, yo, this is what I want to do. This is the direction I'm gonna go. And the next thing you know, he took off. See, so he had his plans already structured of how he wanted to do it, and it's a great thing that he did because it worked out beautifully for him. It was absolutely. People recognized and seeing him for who he was, which is a musical genius and a incredible word master and penmanship slayer with his words on the mic.
Absolutely. And I'm saying this to the listeners, and I definitely, saying it to you. Every time I built with Sean Price, it was never about music. He always built on the knowledge or some history of Medina. And he never let me interview him. He always put me on to somebody else that was young, could use the press, and he was a real pay-it-forward person, you know what I mean?
Right.
Unbelievable with the pay. Yeah, he was really, he put me on to so many people, and they weren't whack. They were incredible, And a lot of guys don't do that. A lot of guys don't do that. He was exceptional, a great person, and I'm not just saying that he was a star, but because all of his techniques, his styles, his braggadocio, it set off everything. It set off everything. You know what I mean? I don't think this era exists the way it does without him. So I just want to get that blessing. You know what I mean? And all praise to
Price forever.
Sean Price. It's just
happy born.
Just a great man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. And shifting it back to you, I think the first thing I'd say about this Priceless LP is that it has all of the techniques that I look for. And I just want to say this for the listener, right? See how you see this though. There's things that you do, Tech, that I always get open on. Like when you do that whisper flow, there's a little, this is what I'm calling it though. I'm calling it the whisper flow you do. Like a Hold On Lost G mixes or Roses off Monumental. It's got like this smooth, you know what I mean? Right. I don't know if this is on purpose or I'm hearing it though, but there's always this slight subtle echo type reverb in your voice on the choruses of songs.
Yeah.
And it just sounds really, really dope. That's my new one of them. There's little things as well, And another little thing that I like is there's a thing that you do when you rhyme though, is that you don't race to catch up with the bar. You let the pausing. You use your pausing perfectly, so all the syllables couple perfectly and everything like that. And it makes people listen to you. You know what I mean? It's always on the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
in all scenes,
that's like two fighters in the ring. You can't overpower the beat with your lyrics, and you can't let the music overpower what you're saying. It has to be a choreographed dance that's decided that's going on on the record. That's what makes a dope song. So if you trying to move faster than the beat and squeeze 1,000 words in just because you got something to say, it's gonna go over a lot of people's heads. It's gonna go unnoticed, and it's gonna go unheard. So you gotta, how they say, let that bitch breathe, and you talk to it, and you talk to the people. That's what I find. It works for me. That's the technique that I chose to use. So I don't know. Like you called it. I said it started in the 2000s. Like I guess even my son and still even pointed it out. Like you were on something different right now. I don't know what happened or what caused it, but they seen it and they felt it before I did. So now I gotta keep it rocking.
Absolutely, man. It's just expert MCing, and I like to point it out because I think we get spoiled. You know what I mean? We get spoiled because we have such a catalog from you. But I like to juxtapose and put them together. The new Steel album, America's Nightmare 3, and then Your Priceless, and I kind of saw them together in some kind of way. I was like thinking that Steels is like the macro worldview of revolution, like what's happening in the whole world, the society. And then when I listen to Priceless, it's like that daily living warrior manual. The codes, the details.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they kind of go together, and it's always been like that. Like Steel is out there going prepare for war, then you're giving like the little put the clip in here, these little details. You know what I mean? And
we always laugh and. Not really laugh, but we chuckle at each other, and when we compare it like that, he's young Huey P, I'm young Malcolm X, so that's how we decipher it like that. So our styles are different, but they're the same, which makes Smif and Wessun the perfect group in my eyes, and the way I see it. I know no one is perfect but Allah, but it makes us compatible with each other. It's like day and night. You don't find groups that can rock off each other, play with each other, complement each other. I mean, there's a few out there, of course. You have some EPMD that are great, LOX that are great, even Helter Skelter, and even the 5-man Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel. But each one of those guys still had their own personality, and what they brought to the table was what the table needed specifically. It was never a weak link in between any of them. So that's what me and Steel is. We embody that young Malcolm and young you, and that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. When you were making Priceless, you spoke about the decision to title it that way, and some of these songs are older, some of these songs I've never heard before, right? But they all go together, what was the decision-making process, and how long it would be? When did you know you were finished,
I think I may have recorded around 20-something songs for Priceless. I think I recorded, I was working on Priceless and Pandemic sort of similar at the same time. It was like an hourglass effect, for what I would call it. Because I was working on both of those at the same time. At the time the pandemic had hit, we were supposed to have been going on a world tour that was going to be lasting for about 8 months to a year. So we would have just been getting back at the end of the pandemic right now. So being that the world was shut down, I couldn't stop. My mind wouldn't slow down from trying to create, from wanting to create and wanting to move around and explore and do things. So that was the reason that Pandemic was made. So even recording Pandemic, I just kept going and creating. My man Charlie from Upstate, which is my partner, that helped me do all the things that you see done on Priceless, all the marketing and everything. He kept pushing me. It was like, yo, Tank, we can do this and this and that. It actually started out as a 24 karat smoke part 2. That was okay. That was the talk of what Pandemic was supposed to be. But as I was recording, that feeling of 24K wasn't there what I felt for recording 24K. So now we in the midst of the pandemic. So now that album took on its own legs and its own life. Hence the title Pandemic. So not even coming out of it, just recording more and feeling what I'm recording. I'm catching a different vibe and a different energy from it. Now it takes me back to everything that's happening during the pandemic, losing even Sean Price before the pandemic, my wife losing her father to my dad having a stroke in the pandemic. Everything just started building, so I needed an escape again. Like, music is my escape. I needed that escape. That's what brought the vibe for Priceless. So in order to get away from that, I had to create Priceless, and that's what brought that about.
I definitely see that. I want to talk about one particular song because it has one of your most powerful themes as far as not just the namesake, but it's very powerful in the music. It's been that way since way before. Definitely
loyalty.
Oh, that's definitely a powerful one as well. But what I was thinking first was the Donism, because the Muslim Don, that concept, you know what I mean. And it's always hard for people to put their spirituality in the music. A lot of people don't really know where it's going. A lot of people, and I'll be honest, as a journalist, a lot of people don't want to say what they are because they haven't either decided or they just want to go, or they're insincere. They want to go with the flow or anything like that.
Or they don't want to take a stand and be held accountable.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Don is Muslim Don. El Amin is the Don that's been president. I haven't just started calling myself a Don or the Don. It's not even a name that I named myself. I was given. Well, Elamine is my Muslim name in Islam. So
okay,
that comes with his own set. That's the I want to say, how can I put it where for layman's terms, like the person you see that holds the book for you to see your God, to grant you to the next step of getting closer to your God, basically. So Elamine is the Don and the Muslim Don family. That's extended family that I was brought into again with my brother Tone Trump from Philly and my brother Flash is hip hop from Jersey. And it's so big, it's so many of us that why not let the world know that we exist? Because we're not perpetuating any violence or nonsense or anything. We're also getting across that wealth is health. Health is wealth, and it's also freedom. Mental health is freedom, and it's also it'll help you expand your income, because with a sharp mind, you can think of other ways to bring income. You can facilitate other ways and put people in other positions that's not only helping you, but it's also helping them. And at the same time, in Islam, we're taught you want the same thing for your brother that you want for yourself. So if you want success, you gotta want that for your brother, for your sister, and everyone that's in the confine or the circumference of you, that's in your circle. And what other person to have featuring on the Donism besides another Don? Like, there's plenty of other Dons in the music history, in the music industry. You got Fat Joe, Don Cartagena, you got Waquan, a lot of Don, and my man AZ, of course, who I think is the perfect fit up there. I tried to reach out to Fat Joe, but I never got an answer back, so I had to keep him over.
Yeah, definitely a great song, you know what I mean? And as a side note, you know that when I talk about the expert pauses that you do, it's all over that song, Donism, you know what I mean? And you just mentioned loyalty. I would use loyalty as an example of that groove in the pocket thing I was saying in the intro, you know? You can't teach that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's gliding in there, you know what I mean? It's just expert stuff, you know what I mean? Expert stuff. But you know, I wanted to talk about one of the great songs on the album that you did a video for, Glory, with Rome Streets, you know what I mean? And yeah, and I was like, wow, you know, like because I always think that if anyone is allowed to go back and forth with Tech or Steel, it's a real blessing. Like, they've been given a great challenge and honorable challenge. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I didn't have a doubt that Rome could do it. He's incredible. But how did that come about? Like, you know.
Well, Rome was brought to my attention by my man Gotti from Crown Heights. From the squad over there, and he was brought to my attention from Gotti and my man Sean, and they was like, yo, if anybody could rock with him or if he could move with anybody, Tech is, you know, is the perfect fit, and Tech can help him do. So it's only right that I help him on the come up, or whatever it is that I can be beneficial with him, or and help him achieve. That's the thing about the culture pushers, was the next movement that was started with my man Flash, is hip hop. It's about, you know, and being that platform to help those that, you know, but you gotta be nice. You gotta hold your own on them. Like, you can't just be like, yo, I need help and I'm doing this, I can't get nobody. Nah, it ain't gonna be like that. It's not a charity thing. It's something that you gotta want. And your boss gotta indicate that you want that. Not only your boss, just your whole confidence, your whole aura, the whole characterism. You have to stand for something. Again, that's where loyalty and morals and principle plays a part. But Rome is definitely my man, and he's been doing this thing for a long time. So
indeed.
He's been grinding for a while, and he's been killing shit. So anytime I call him, he's there, no questions. Anytime he calls me, I'm there, no questions. So that's like my little brother right there.
You know, when you make an album like this, right, and you have so many different producers, right, and you know, every time I talk to artists, they'll feel like, oh, he gave me 1,000 beats and shit like that. And I'm thinking, man, it's like 5, 6 guys. Is Tech going through thousands of beats like this? How is it worth it? You know?
No, I don't go through. That's one thing. Well, let me say, it depends. Like my son and my bestie Tiana, those are my music consultants. So I tell a producer or whoever, they're like, yo, don't flood my email with no bullshit. Do not send me no thousands of bullshit ass beats and you gotta save your last dope ass beat for this or do that. Nah, listen. Send me what you want to be represented by, what you want that shit to be. And I know I don't have to sit for 2 minutes listening to one track to know, yo, that's the one, or I want that one, I can do this with it, or I can go this direction on it. So a lot of times, even if we have a listening session, you could tell when some producers feel like, oh, damn, this nigga ain't even listening to my shit. I only played 10 seconds and he already said go to the next joint. But yeah, it's a vibe, it's a feel. And you know it when you hear it and you feel it. So you don't have to sit in the studio wasting hours listening to beats. If you know that track and that's the record in your mind, as soon as you hear it, you already got a direction of a plan, of a direction of attack that you want to go on that track. So you don't have to waste his time, you don't waste your time. But nah, I let the team hear the music, the beats. If we all agree on it, that's the one. And we gather between 10 or 14, 10 or 20 joints, not from just one producer. We might take maybe 3 or 4 from one producer, go to the next one. But we just put them all together like we already got the album, and we just go from there.
Definitely see that. Well, an exceptional album. The album could be picked up. You know, go to TechSmifandWessun.com.
Yes, sir.
You want that Bucktown Haze? Go to CraftBeerKings.com.
Yes, sir.
And Tech, it's a real honor to deal with you. Share some of the ideas I've had and share with the listener how great this record is. And thank you for all the work. You know what I mean? And the anthems. You know.
Doing interviews like this it makes you the artist a little bit more receptive and open to doing interviews. I haven't enjoyed doing interviews for a long time now. So even just now having a solo album, I know I gotta let that guard down and start opening back up sometimes. But when you get good journalists that know their business, or that can handle their business and know the questions to hit, where you feel the artists themselves feel like, yeah, I just answered this same fucking question 10 times 8 minutes ago for 3 other interviews. Like it makes it easier, and it makes it more entertaining for, I think, the listeners and everybody to want to even tune in. Make sure you tune into my YouTube page and subscribe. YouTube.com/TechSmokeyLive. We got some things there.
Yeah, a lot of great work, man. A lot of great work, you know what I mean? And yeah, definitely check out the price of this album. It's one of the best of the year, easily. It's definitely up there. You know, go to TechSmifandWessun.com, CraftBeerKings.com, you know what I mean? And
follow me on
and thanks so much, brother.
Twitter, the same thing. Tech Smokey Live. Everything will send you to where you need to go. Let's direct it.
Right, absolutely, indeed, man. Peace, brother.
Y'all stay mighty. Thank you.
Word.
Good looking, Toast. You already know.
Salute, worldwide salute. I'll be the general still representing Boot Camp Click, Smif and Wessun, PNC for live. And you already know you're checking out Classic Storm Radio with the one and only DJ Toasty and soon doing all our live. You already know. Salute. Peace to the Garden Earth. Let's go.
Now you are listening to DJ Toasty.
What's the value of a life? 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 To whomever this may concern, will the people ever get the freedom we deserve? I know it might seem absurd, but to me it seemed more like a dream deferred. The population need to learn, this administration need to burn. Where you sit when the tables turn, when the shit hit and nations purge. The value of a life. Who will live, who will die? Who will survive the fire from the sky? Why ask why? The question most asked by the dumb, deaf and blind. Our demise was designed by the guys that's behind that other guy that's inside. It's the president. And everybody know you can't trust a snake in a suit. That's the favorite politician disguise. This government was raised on corruption. The press got his finger on a button. What's the value of life? And these real niggas walk around frontin', gang banging like it really ain't nothing. What's the value of a life? What's the value of a life? What's the cost when it's time to pay the price? The police say polite, shoot you on sight like they did Mike Brown. The owl over Marley to man, say a prayer for the ones no longer here. Say a prayer for them. How we really supposed to feel when the only thing we really feel is that you don't care for them? What's the value of a life to a mother that just buried her son? Do you value your life when you run around busting your gun? What's the value of a life? 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 You value your life.
Want me to call you your honor? Won't give no justice for Brianna. Say your name. It's telling me that we failed. Young black male in the grave or cell. Show our execution on the news. They don't give a fuck. All they want is the views. It's a double standard here. You can't serve and protect if you hate and fear. While we march the most, protest the most, then be the least to vote. But do we keep the hope? Sling the dope, forget that we hung from ropes. Judge, give us life quick. Cop killers get a quick slap on the wrist. Should've been spilled Zimmerman blood. Touch one of mine, killing everything you love. And I ain't sending no threats. Got an army of Panthers in the projects. And we band together, ride for one another, and we die for each other. And every pipe gon' blow, unity gon' show like ready, set, go. God forgives, I ain't dead yet, suffering from PTSD like a war vet.
What's the value of a life? 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 You value your life.
Noise, Stuff B, Donnie. Let's show them how to do this. Listen. I'm usually minding my own, sipping some tea shit. Put on some G shit, I see shit. Garbage guys glorified like they geniuses, but they don't spit that Barry Adrian Reed shit. They can't fuck with the old big Coke 45. Put them bitches in perspective, it work every time. I take a nigga to school, kill him Columbine. Numerals of funerals when I'm busting rhymes. Shoes too big to fill, can only hope to shine. Better off keeping it real, you know 9 to 5. See you 5 to 9, you ain't really qualified. Ready or not, here I come, there's nowhere to hide. Cause when they want the problem solved, they send the guard. I send them to God, while they praise in the synagogue. Higher hands, see my mans call me Cinnablock. The champ is here, you can call me Muhammad Ali.
You sling packs in the trap and get stacks. You bubble bundles with balls, be real slag. 100 guns, 200 clips, yeah, you strap, but in here you ain't on. Let me show you how to rap.
Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son.
All I wanna do is live my life. Before a nigga go, I've been knew how to rap backwards. For many years, the people I fuck with Tried to put plenty fear, I'm good in the worst time. Trying to stop my math, forget about the past. That was years ago, a nigga was nervous. Fuck with me now, you see me putting that work in. Got hair on my chest like the 40-year-old virgin. It came from me sitting at the bar, drinking on bourbon. Riding around, smoking in my cousin's Suburban. I was hefty back in them bitches, putting that work in. No shame in my nigga Dirk McGurtin. I'm on my Brownsville, left, right shit. Bars for y'all, yes I hit. Forever I give you the best my spit. I just showed you how to do this, son. Peep my verse, the whole time I didn't even use the word gun. Bars.
You sling packs in the trap and get stacks. You bubble bundles with balls, be real slack. 100 guns, 200 clips, here you strap, but then here you went on. Let me show you how to rap.
Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son.
The Bucktown boot camp affiliate. The garments say Brooklyn, bucket hat like Gilligan. The villain like rim bars, adrenaline, but locked away in the lab, trying not to kill again. Lot of good that did, I just backslid. The blood on the floor made me ruck a buck and backspin. I hit everything I meant to and didn't. Get the fuck out the way when them Brooklyn boys is spitting. Cause you's a kitten, I'm a conquering lion. You got stroked the road wood while we mastered the iron. Mind over mind, construct verses like pyramids. You wanna battle with rap, dog, well here he is. Live in the flesh, I was blessed and blew a split with him. Some felt wrapped, got burnt to ash when the blast hit him. The Magnum Force be dragging them all. I told him this is not a game, I'm sure that's what he thought. Come on, come get body the bars, put you in slow mode. I've been on parts like Florida State gun shows, and they don't understand that mumble rap. Done slow and style, kick and murder you ninjas with more than one flow. Hulk Hogan pythons and rap might cause on, and hard long slong for chicks to rap they jaws on till they cramp and lock. And mommy had to stop. Now I'm back in the booth and terrorizing the block. Block. You sling packs in the trap and get stacks. You bubble bundles with balls, be real slack. 100 guns, 200 clips, yeah you strap, but then hit you went on. Let me show you how to rap.
Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son.
Kick the sandcastle down like I live on the beach. Throw my darts in the crowd, that's an Obama speech. Knock you out like you stole something. Push you in the creek, your darts sound weak. You smell like bad underarms. Face, then I watch you leak. I got thunder bombs. Your girlfriend holding my meat. My gun stay strong. We leave the club early. We never stay long. Drop early in the morning while you getting your smoke on. You know about money, crack sales, and biz. You not greasy like Dawn, still live with your kids. And your hustle game weak, you never had your own crib. I'm Park Hill, nigga, yeah, you know what it is. You Fresh Prince, son, you wear dress to the prom. You Broad head, nigga, none of y'all pressure for dawn. I represent my culture, you represent Hong Kong. You swore place up. Just like Superhead, do it for Dolo or the group instead. Niggas hiding in the house like they got warrants. I be in Lucha Rules, all in East Orange. Me and Iron Sheik, we about to go foreign. Be everywhere, just breaking the rules. Hot tracks and hot raps like Jamaican fool. Stop fronting like your ass is cool. Get a grip, it's woo in the Onyx. You might catch a clip.
Where I'm from, we sell crack to minors. In the back streets with the black creeps, yeah, the black piranhas. Throw your gats up with Capadonna. Niggas will run up in the crib, tie you up, and clap your mama. And Southside, you get your shine snatched. We sell dimes and smack by the laundromat, dodge your Pontiacs. Hey, yo, stick, what the fuck is up, man?
Yeah, yo. It's about that time. New shit emerging. If he fucking with me, know he deserved it. Take niggas out like a fucking clean version. You ain't figured it out, but nigga keep working. Interrupt my bars, better be urgent. Wanna test the guard, better be perfect. Already read the blog, said he get murdered. I bet you heads are nod, soon as they heard it. I ain't got a Tech 9 no more, I got a Draco. Got niggas in line that'll do what I say so. Fucking silencer, nigga, use a potato. Put it to your head and bust a tomato. Load that shit up, roll that shit up. Give me that fucking gun, I hold that shit up. Load that shit up, roll that shit up. Give me that fucking gun, I hold that shit up.
Like a wild on the Onyx at the club on fire. Live like a wild on the Onyx at the club.
Yeah, Muggsy the God in this bitch. Recognize Ali with the Terraband clan. From the underground to the universe. Get 'em.
Yo, camouflage law, don't get fried by the phone.
Recognize the monster, meaning die by the sword, abide by the floor, or leave you with a bloody eyeball. I bet your soul leaves your body when the 40 count roll, my man. Stand down, face the feet like a shoemaker. Wreck a rule breaker and a true gator. End up on the front page of a newspaper. While a loot chaser stack new paper. My shit is the coldest, spit avalanche. Rappers still arrogant, all that babbling. Dead bodies in the trunk of the caravan. I advise you don't fuck with the caravan. Bugsy the guard, recognize Storm P. Niggas want beef, we'll let the bum squeeze. The left hook is guaranteed to make a gun bleed. All hail an underground king of Bum B.
Camouflage gangsters surrounding your block, representing napalm to the casket drop. And we won't stop gunning for that #1 spot. And we going all the way to the top. Elevation. Camouflage gangsters surrounding your block, representing napalm to the casket drop. And we won't stop gunning for that #1 spot. And we going all the way to the top. Elevation.
The kid dirty like a sewer, funky like manure. Last seen in the red beanie, deep in your hooah. You want it? I bring my shooters, rip you apart with the 9-spark. My flow sharp like the teeth on a barracuda. Meditate like a Buddha, educate like a scholar. Pop my collar like Fonz and blow a load on your baby mama. Me and my guns kill rappers for fun. Come strap if you want. I open you up just like a gun. Not here for this shit. Your dogs eating kibbles and bits. Put my niggas in steak and lobster in the morning, fish and grits. These cats in the fritz. He's back to get clipped. Terrabin and Ali recognize me a gift. Shift the game for the better. Terrorize the endeavor. The kid hot like a pepper. Man, the Lord is my shepherd. And I won't stop gunning like an automatic weapon. Maybe they gon' get the picture when the rigor mortis set in.
Camouflage gangsters surrounding your block, representing napalm to the casket drop. And we won't stop gunning for that #1 spot. And we going all the way to the top. Elevation. Camouflage gangsters surrounding your block, representing napalm to the casket drop. And we won't stop gunning for that #1 spot. And we going all the way to the top. Elevation. Elevate to go higher than any man. Locally a distant land. Destined to be grace as my time began. It was God's plan, crafted from God's hands. Wrote the mold when he made me. I'm in high demand. I'm just a man striving for perfection. In the concrete jungle where urban warfare commences. Learn a life lesson. Even in death we're battle tested. Weapons in my possession to send you to hell or heaven. The most electrifying. Anybody else is lying. And niggas get disqualified for frontin' and they rhyming. Cause I'm the advocate possessing scientific knowledge. Like a student in college, it's evident in my writing. Let me take this opportunity to extend my condolence. All you so-called kings, it's your moment of dethronement. Coming to get what's mine in the day of atonement. Cause the advocate is back, I'm the God chosen. Four camouflage gangsters surrounding your block, representing napalm to the casket drop. And we won't stop gunning for that #1 spot. And we going all the way to the top. Elevation. Camouflage gangsters surrounding your block, representing napalm to the casket drop. And we won't stop gunning for that #1 spot. And we going all the way to the top. Elevation. Elevation. Elevation.
Never heard of you, homie.
Yeah, that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? We gonna continue to elevate all the way to the 10th side. Keep up with us. Get left behind. You feel me?
Fucking life and all that.
Catch us on the flip side.
Hey yo, I don't pillow talk with these hoes, they like to chit chat. Run down on a broad day, let me get that. You ain't gangster, you a fucking perk head. My man is C95, sold you methadone, take that. You was screaming and shaking. Then I threw you in the fiend like I'm Jason. I'm out here living the dream while you hating. Fuck you hating for? That's probably why your team didn't make it. I just remain silent, stay solid. That's why my pockets stay brolic. Break wallets, little homie, you ain't valid. Your tape's garbage. Writing checks your ass can't cash cause you an alcoholic. Can't call it, might spoil it. If we was back on the island, your foot would be in the toilet. Don't hurt me, blood, don't hurt me. Your girl threw the pussy at me, she thirsty. While you at home, I know you gotta be bugging. I gotta doing shit that's way out of your budget. Spend the 20s, then save the 50s and 100s. I won't kill you, but now you got a zip in your stomach. How you want it? Gunshots and knife wounds. You gotta snitch to fuck a bitch, making dyke moves. That's Coliseum on your neck, you got light jewels. And your baby mother look like Ice Cube. Fuck out of here, stupid.
I've been rocking the mask before Zartan. Sending souls up to space, call me Starman. From a dark land, shooting up a park jam. Fiends sniffing Narcan, modern day Tarzan. You're the type to provide the Narcs info. I'm like Carl Weathers and y'all are Carl Winslow. Matter of fact, I'm Carl Sagan. I grew up when the streets was all Reagan. Now I bathe in blood of those hating. Fuck Kanye West, I'm Wes Craven. You in the precinct basement giving statements while I'm up in the government lab studying spacemen. Just wait until they set up the roadblocks and replace the beat cops with robots. I'm on the rooftop, can't stop, won't stop, picking off people till the drones get a dome shot. And even then still murder. Upload the data from my brain to a server. Go and pick up the burner, continue my rampage, and how to kill a manifesto on my fan page. I'm real handy with hand grenades. That ain't a ring on my finger when hands displayed. That's the pin that I pulled that I can't replace. That'll launch all of your DNA strands to space.
Play with it. Matter of fact, don't play with it, just stay with it. Stay committed.
Immortal rhyme titan, y'all microscopic, parasitical germ types, I need to stop it. Mock this rap doctrine, it's like 1,000 milligrams of Suboxone combined with some methamphetamines and some Oxycontin. I deprive mic boost of oxygen when I lock in. Write exorcism like an omen is inside of my pen. Incredibly nice, my life embodies what I write. Organic, from my genetics, rappers get spliced, alright? I don't throw subliminals, I'm more precise. I be grinding over niggas' head more than a NASA satellite. God spit hard with mics with a destructive appetite. To all primates and my apes, crime airlights. I deep fry your beef, saute your flesh, gunfights. So don't get knocked off your pivot, my nigga move right. Take it back to the basics, this is light shit. Venomous vernacular, mock you right with an ice pick. Rhyme style tighter than vaginas on the dike, bitch.
Peace. This is DJ Toshi's Classic Storm Radio. I'm your host, Sunyaz Allah, aka Skill Straight Low. And we just had a great build with Tech of Smif and Wessun. It's such an honor to complete, really complete this and make it it's like a double episode, you know what I mean? 288, 289, you know what I mean? Steel and Tech, they got two great albums out. And like I said, if you put them together, it's like the micro and the macro, you know what I mean? The hells of the outside and the manual of how to deal with it all, you know what I mean? And anthems galore on both sides. So just a great stuff. So go to Tech Smif and Wessun, you know what I mean? Go to Tech Smokey La on the Instagram. It'll lead you to the site that you need to go to, Craft Beer King. So if you got your IG, go to Tech, T-E-K, Smoke, and then E-L-A-H. Tech Smokey La, you know what I mean? Great stuff, great builds, and man, this renaissance is not going to be invisible for long, right? So until next time, though, keep building, keep enjoying this music, and keep creating. Peace.
Yo, check it out. This is MC Light. Right now, you're listening to DJ Toshi. Classic Storm Radio Show, spinning real authentic hip hop and classics.
Any talks to me for the north, don't get carried away. Now allow me to set it off like Felix Gary Gray. Surviving L for good people, there was a good day. You don't want that second L, so be cool like Jay.
I said in your depression like your favorite team losing the crown. When I get down on it, cooling your gang too. Many bouncing and it's only you. Me, I represent the feel love like down the summer.
Pass the baton and get vapid, he tracked it on. And I'ma keep running like Forrest Gump till the passion is gone. Ask if I'm gone, they like, who was that last cat who performed? Yeah, that's the good people. Consider yourself informed.
We jump it like Java rant, then it gets grizzly. Your only heart is the plastic of a frisbee. Trying to throw your weight around, but you take it down for making sounds, making hip hop, you out of bounds.
Now that's grounds for an ass whipping, but I'ma pass like Pippin. You staring at the puzzle, looking for that fast fit. Find what's hitting, then you copy what was last written. An easy path to success, but when the talent's missing.
From New York to up above south of border in Toronto. Then out to the worldwide, we bona fide. So whoever said that hip-hop died, it didn't with it. So have that bread on deck if getting with it.
Cause when it comes to being dope, hot damn, it's the people that's good. Now let me tell you who I am. The SAINT, producer/MC, Italian, Swiss American, not like many.
In these digital days, we're still digging in the milk crate. Making joints to add fans and to fill dates. On a tour doing it for more applause and gaining respect every time from you and yours.
Yeah, we don't ignore the love, the support's appreciated. Success measured by money, that can be debated. Monopoly fam, started 5 affiliated. Dope on wax and then we come and kill your stages.
Talking out the side of their mouth like Conway. Much like the machine with the amount that they say. We not phased in the least, we beast energy. For any and all who wanna be our enemy.
Now don't pretend to be cool and friends with me, then disrespect those in my crew out of jealousy. My longevity is built from integrity. If it prevents me from blowing up, then let it be.
So we're here for the stretch run, to finish out strong. And we reserve the right to do wrong, we're killing the song. Murder in the 4th degree, that would be Kingdom and Flatline Saint and MC.
What up, nigga? Joe Millie on the track, right? Don. Yo, my liquor, my weed, these bars, these cars. Bullets take away our future basketball stars. Our black politician sisters, my hand get blisters from holding that steel. Yonkers to Brooklyn, it's real. Calm down, nigga. I'm trying to, but not now, nigga. The war is on. Till the next Haile Selassie is born. Peace, Aki. Yeah, homie's cool, but he's not me. Silverback, y'all sweeter than the peach iced tea. Increase my fee. These bitches still want this D. You pussy niggas always hating like I got it for free. I'm drifting, chest looking like I just finished lifting. My little homie with the burner, like he just finished sniffing. If it ain't beef, then calm down. Why the fuck is you riffing? Too busy worried what Instagram gon' look at you different. Can't be you, your whole soul is so see-through. But I ain't here to preach, let your parents teach you, nigga.
Loyalty's everything, if you ain't got it, then keep it distance. Hard work, dedication, keep it consistent. Persistence, overcome the resistance. Handle your business, honor commitment. Loyalty's everything, if you ain't got it, then keep it distance. Hard work, dedication, keep it consistent. Persistence, overcome the resistance. Handle your business, honor commitment. Bail it be the bottle, get money, that be the motto. 30-30 extendo, each hand is a hollow.
We don't be fucking with no rats.
The don't sucker shit either. We on a whole different time, we born and you ain't familiar. We be blowing the tool at you and your crew. You know the flame at the end of the muzzle is blue. Just for you, spin the block in a 2-seater coupe. With the roof in the trunk so it's easy to shoot. All my family is sacred, hands off they untouchable. Play cool like the Huxtable, angel of death won't come for you. Black glad, trash bag, hog tied, mouth gag. Mother, daughter, son, dad. We tryna get it, do it bigger than the Titanics. If the feds come knocking, my niggas don't panic. Just remember, keep your mouth closed, 10 toes. We swore to uphold is cold, nigga, don't fold. Loyalty's everything, if you ain't got it, then keep it distance. Hard work, dedication, keep it consistent. Persistence, overcome the resistance. Handle your business, honor commitment. Loyalty's everything, if you ain't got it, then keep it distance. Hard work, dedication, keep it consistent. Persistence, overcome the resistance. Handle your business, honor commitment.
Me no worry, they hate on me. It's no hurry, Shaitan shall see. Solo, silent, Vodolo, no comment. Just off mojo, they show homage, astonished. Dawn Farilla, ex-con, Kron, Casilla. No false alarms, it shows my mom's a shiller. Dealer, the rapper, divinity healer, no heckler. Poetry spiller, paper pillars, plethora. Polished, promise timeless, never dishonest. Killing with kindness, I slid an anonymous. Maker owner, the baker without the aroma. Zoner, this that diplomatic diploma. Ciroc sipper, the lock picker. From blocks with crack spots to that top nigga. The plot thicker, remain when you ahead of the game. There's no excuse, allow the lanes that surround you to change and show their truths. Dawns be about that life, I did it right. Got rich, disappeared on spite.
You know they love me for my Donnism. Yeah, they respect me for my Donnism. You know they love me for my Donnism. Yeah, they respect me for my Donnism. And they know it's in me, it ain't on me. I've been this way for all my life.
darwinism. Reflect like a prism. Hypnotism, why women so favoritism. I threw stones round a bezel, screw the muzzle on the desert. Gritted my teeth at the devil and leveled up and put my dawn down harder. I'm the son who came after the Godfather. I ain't the biggest Don, but I'm on the top. And you Fredo, you be fucking up a lot. It's my life that I write, so I hold a pen. If I killed the pussy once, I can kill it again. Especially if the juices is sweet. I say my grace before I eat, then I beat. Heated floors in a suite, feel like heaven on my feet. Too much trading on the road, just got back this week. Solid as fuck, quiet as kept. I ain't met another dawn as dawn as me yet. Big facts, big packs, bring about big stacks. Ass little hockey been screaming at. From one dawn to another, Keon, Shaw, Law, Cartagena, my brother. Stay loyal, stay solid, and never switch. Stay mighty, stay dangerous, and stay rich. Champagne toast, chase it with the pat wrong. May success be in your future to look back on.
You know they love me for my Donnism. Yeah, respect me for my Donnism. Yeah. You know they love me for my Donnism. Yeah, they respect me for my Donnism. And they know it's in me. On me. They know I'm this way for all my life. Said I've been this way. That's why they love me for my Donnism. And that's why they respect me for my Donnism.
Wish your cash stop. Got cash knots but have nots. They wait for you to pop, then plot to find your stash spot. I'm still around. I was young when I learned the game. Lil nigga running the block streets gave me my name. Still on the stop blocks, dollar bills in the mic box. Wrong spot, the right spot. You could bet something might pop. And I be drenched, fly in them trenches, giving niggas something to see from the benches. Forever relentless, smooth it up. Let's get to this bag. It's like I just tell some stories about the ad, then it's set. Niggas playing Russian roulette with a vet. Yankee or Metcalf, I stay fresh.
The way I move tree like Timberland. Your favorite rapper though, he been a fan. Stuffing haze in a Dodge Caravan. Driving 4 hours to Maryland. Shotgun, my bitch Carolyn. We can pour, she ain't tattling. Got the subwoofer rattling. This thing called rhyming like coal mining, traveling. Through the mind of my arrogance. Serve it fresh like battered fish. Like Atticus, surrounded by the violence. Guys be wolves but move in silence. That be in your face smiling. Niggas wildin' for the night, styling on the mic. The type to put salad to the right. They don't want beef, they vegetarian. Scared of pussy, cesarean. Humanitarian, I'm legendary, kid. And they know that for sure. It's all poison, and I'm the cure.
With antidotes that's pure, was lured by the money, made out the holes from coke in the water. I was whipping matzo balls and played the dead night. With heaters and money only shed light. Fiends thought my dimes was mints without the vest stripes. Chopping trees on the block, I yelled timber. Nicks of haze, hooking the game, you out cinder. A short nigga, my growth stunning. Still made the most of it. Stood 10 toes, no post thugging. We played the sheep with the persona wolves. Shorty got me howling behind the full moon. Ain't no bat when you boom. A thick blunt of the best to weed out the stress. Schooled by the street with no desk. You want more, but it's less you doing. Picking up on body language, I'm fluent. The walk with us, no showing. Stayed in my lane. Whoever ain't doing right, I bed left. Haters giving out long stairs, but never took the steps. Found my own call and now I collect. I bought my own table, now I'm breaking bread with connects. The corner is a staple. That whole paper but fatal. Still was able to dipping and scooping without a ladle. And I'm not amazed. Y'all couldn't walk with the winners even if you was in the championship parade. And I'm down that hill with that thing close. Greatest of all time, nah, you just a scapegoat.
I ain't talking about a bunch of bullshit. I talk about whatever popping in my brain, that's alright. And 9 times out of 10, I think violent. So, that's why you get what you get from me. I'm a piece of shit, man. I'm just a good father and husband. But otherwise, I'm a piece of shit, man. You know, I don't mind being a piece of shit. My family love me. Fuck everybody else.
My name is Bernadette P. Yeah, I'm thugging for show. I'm the wife of Sean P. They was like, yeah, I know. They said just spit to the beat. I was like, here I go. They were surprised I be rapping. Said they like how I flow. They said we know you boot camp. Yeah, we know what they bout. You sure to this beat is good for you, I told him let it play out. I'ma show you niggas that I learn a rhyme from the ground up. And when you hear the microphone burn, turn the sound up. This is an open letter for whoever don't know no better. Questioning my loyalty, cause all y'all see is cheddar. I made his last album, I put that shit together. Hold it down like beat for Sean P, y'all can never. This is an open letter for whoever don't know no better. Questioning my loyalty, cause all y'all see is cheddar. I made his last album, I put that shit together. Hold it down like beat for Sean P, y'all can never. Dear Sean, although I know I'm hearing you gone, I'm reminded by the songs I be hearing you on. I thought her getting bigger, and she act like you. Big personality, she wanna rap like you. Elijah got a full beard, he wear that like you. Fans miss you like crazy, they got mad tattoos. Putting your image on t-shirts, hats and shoes. Everybody showing love, yeah, they hashtag you. This is an open letter for whoever don't know no better. Questioning my loyalty, cause all y'all see is cheddar. I made his last album, I put that shit together. Hold it down like beat for Sean P, y'all can never. This is an open letter for whoever don't know no better. Questioning my loyalty, cause all y'all see is cheddar. I made his last album, I put that shit together. Hold it down like beat for Sean P, y'all can never. Heart of a lion with the mind of a queen. I was designed by the Most High, he put it in my genes. Nowadays can't even keep a dry pillow, so I'ma make this song cry like it's Sean's widow. He put me in position to win, I had to make that. Imperious Rex, executive producer, take that. I'ma make it so these haters can't even spray back. Killing my beats completely, no payback. This is an open letter for whoever don't know no better. Questioning my loyalty, cause all y'all see is cheddar. I made his last album, I put that shit together. Hold it down like beat for Sean P, y'all can never. This is an open letter for whoever don't know no better. Questioning my loyalty, cause all y'all see is cheddar. I made his last album, I put that shit together. Hold it down like beat for Sean P, y'all can never.
I gotta go now. Y'all take it easy. Bye-bye.